Y'all need a pilot?
The mic is not fucking working. I literally tried right before we got on the air to fix this damn mic. But no, look at this. It decided not even a week late after we were off last week, and now look. I hope this is just because of this damn cord and not the actual thing. At least fingers crossed, because I'm gonna have to oh crap, I'm gonna have to figure something out. Hopefully I can get this mic working sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I hate when that happens, especially when it's last minute when you're about to go on a show and then you have to deal with bullshit. And not even involving anybody else. It involves your technology not working. Oh, great. That's just so fucking wonderful.
Nothing worse than just having multi
what
anything.
What the hell is that, Soren, for the record?
Oh, it's Pomni from Major Digital Circus, my new addition to my plushie collection.
Nice.
Oh, God, they need to make... Oh, wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Live action characters. Why would they make plushies out of whatever I was going to say? I'm not going to say who I was going to say, but... Hopefully... Oh, God, this is not... The problem is that with this freaking cable, that it's my wire that I use for the mic is USB-C to USB-C, not USB regular to USB-C. It's freaking... I think that's the only cable I have. I'm going to need to check. Maybe I have to borrow my sister's one. I don't know. I'll have to see. Maybe I will
Could always try.
You know. Anyway, where were we last week? Obviously we didn't get the chance to do it, and you know that's fine. I like to take a week off whenever I can if it gets to that fact. But first of all, let's start by the boxes with the boxes from last week, not this week yet. I'm going to start with last week just to kind of compare and contrast from October 10th to the 12th versus the 17th through 19th. Today's the that would be that sounds right.
Yeah, today's the 21st.
So, first, Tron Ares last week made $33.2 million. I honestly kind of expected a similar result. I
Not a good movie.
Feel that this was kind of, I don't know, because with Tron, it's a difficult franchise to get people to go see. I mean, this same thing happened with Legacy 15 years ago, and now it's happening again.
It's kind of a niche franchise compared to other Disney brands.
So I don't really know where they're gonna go from here. I assume this is the last movie we're getting.
From what we have, has been said, that this will probably be the final Tron movie.
And how more than likely that the reason why Chayton isn't here is to see Tron with his girlfriend.
Until 20 years from now, when this movie becomes a cult classic.
Yeah, it will become reevaluated in about 10 years.
It's Tron and
Reevaluated in about 12 years.
It, though.
I honestly don't know what Disney could do with Tron from here. Honestly, I think the best way forward is to try and do another TV show. Yes, I know they attempted that with Tron Uprising, but then they boggled the fucking scheduling of that show, and it got canceled after one season because, nobody likes Tron, so we're going to cancel it, even though apparently the show was good. So it's like, why cancel it? I feel like they should try and maybe do something for Hulu or Disney Plus. But I don't know. Considering all the Disney Plus originals are just bombing left and right, I think it'd be best to go to Hulu for that one. But number two after that Why did this bomb? Why?
It didn't bomb.
Why
It
did
didn't.
Movement
It didn't
bomb?
cost that
Why?
much.
What? $15 million? 20?
17 to 19 million.
Well, we'll have to compare it. Then again, yeah, but you have to make twice your budget, and it made $8 million.
I'd say it has a chance, but don't count the eggs before they hatch.
I'm saying
Cough,
this
Snow
here's the
White
thing,
cough.
it's a bust. And that makes me sad. Of course it
Yeah,
makes me
it
sad.
has
Of
sort of
course.
kind of made at least its production budget. now.
Oh,
now
so it's gonna be like Magnolia, where you barely make your money back, just barely. Speaking of Paul Thomas Anderson and busts, one battle after another. Jesus Christ! Like, this movie is losing so much money. In the
I was
3 weeks
finally
that it's
wanting
out.
to, because I've been wanting to see it, and then I was going, because we have 2 theaters like directly in my area, and I was wanting to go to the one I like more, but it's already out of the theater.
Oh, good lord.
There.
That is awful. That is awful.
So
And
I
I
might
don't
go
know
to
what
the
it is about this
other
movie. Is it the runtime? Is it because of what the film actually is about? I don't know what's the cause of this. I also think the production budget, it cost almost $200 million
Well,
to make.
From what I can gather, from what like everybody is saying in terms of its money, that for this kind of movie, the money that it is making is really good. It's just that it costs that much to make. And
yeah, they're still losing money at the end of the day. If this movie were to cost, say, I think $50 to $60 million, I think I would consider this a success. Yeah. I would. But no, it costs in the rate. I'm just like, and DiCaprio was not, enough to get people to get the butts in the seats. So I don't know, it is whatever. Number 4 is a movie that came out on VOD last week, and it's already declining, and let's see how it does when it comes to
and here's how I
week.
think of Gabby's Dollhouse.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look, he's going to... oh, God. Number 6 is Conjuring. Number 6 is a movie I literally just found out about literally this week. Well, not even this week. Literally today. It's a movie called Soul on Fire. It's the new Sean Nectarama movie. So we all know it's going to fucking suck.
Oh, right? Whoa.
Yet another faith-based movie. What is this one about? After suffering an accident, a young boy ends up relying on his faith, family, and his community in his fight for survival. This sounds like Heaven is for Real for some reason. It sounds like the movie Heaven is for Real.
Fantastic. Another faith-based movie.
Number 6, Demon Slayer. Number 8 is Smash Machine. Number 9, Stranger Chapter 2. And number 10 is a movie called Good Boy. No, not the movie with the fucking alien dogs that came out in 2003, if anybody remembers that, because I certainly do.
I saw Good Boy. I might review it later.
I think there were actually 2 movies this year called Good Boy. That one and another one.
And then number 12 is Kiss of the Spider Woman, the remake of Kiss of the Spider Woman. Good Lord, is this an embarrassing result?
Not a good movie either.
I don't know. Now going on to this week. Number 1, obviously, I thought was going to be Black Phone 2. It's not called V.
Can't wait to see it.
It's not called V. It's just called Black Phone 2. And it's made $27.3 million if I'm going to average it out. This movie, I don't think cost that much to make. I kind of expected it to do well. I mean, I don't really know about this movie simply because I didn't like the first one, but people keep telling me, like people have heard this from people, that if you don't like the first one, you're going to like the second one more. And that intrigues me because I didn't really care for the first one. If I was incredibly mediocre. So if it really is that good, I might give it a chance one of these days. Probably when it goes to VOD. Next, after that will be Tron Ares, and good Lord, you think that the $33 million it made its opening weekend was bad? $11 million. It's a 66. Oh my God, 666% drop off.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Do you
Oh,
want to consider what's next?
Jared Leto is the Antichrist confirmed.
no, 9 Inch Nails is the Antichrist. Look at what Trent Reznor
No!
is singing about.
No! Trent Reznor!
The sad thing is, the score was actually one of the better parts of that movie.
Number 3 is Good Fortune. Yes, another bomb from Lionsgate.
More like
No, no,
Bad
first of all,
Fortune. Bad
put
Fortune for Lionsgate.
tally. I'm telling you right now. If Now You See Me, Now You Don't doesn't make money, it's just a complete loss for Lionsgate because Housemaid, we know it's going to
Or
bomb.
the Michael Jackson movie.
But that doesn't come out till next year. Like in the spring of next year. In terms of like the remaining movies, bust. Like literally the only movie that made them money this year, I'm trying to think, because Ballerina didn't even make its money back.
Might as well be Strangers 2, because it has a low budget.
Because the fucking things the strangers are always fucking cheap. You know what? I'm gonna say this right now, since we're on the subject of the strangers. Dark City is a better strangers movie than any of these fucking strangers movies.
I don't know because I
Good
haven't
Lord.
seen any of the strangers
Sorry, Hunter,
movies.
I know I stole your line, but I had to get that out of the way. Oh, jeez.
I don't know why that tickled me so much.
Number 4, one about another $3 million. Number 5 is Roofman, and number 6 is a movie called Truth or Treason. Apparently, this movie's about like Nazi Germany.
Oh, it's another one of the what's that new Christian company?
Studios. Fuck.
Yeah.
Is it a
Slightly
Space
better
movie?
pure
Oh,
flicks from what
no.
I hear. And granted, I have only seen one of their movies, the one with Jim Caviezel. I forget that. Sound
Sound of Freedom.
Speaking of Jim Caviezel, he is not Jesus anymore.
Actually, he.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What
do you mean he's not Jesus anymore?
Supposedly, he has been recast in the Resurrection of the Christ.
Oh, geez.
Passion of the Christ 2. Can't wait to see it.
Why do we need a sequel to that? I really don't understand why we need a sequel.
Too little, too late.
Near as much money as the first one. It's not going to make anywhere near as much.
And it's 2 movies. It's one movie spread across 2 films.
Great, it's wicked.
Releasing
like
weeks apart.
By the way, spoiler alert, Jesus gets better.
Number 7 is Gabby's Dollhouse, $1 million. It doesn't really matter after it went to VOD. Conjuring was number 8. Now, number 9, this makes me very happy to see. After the Hunt, the newest Luca Guadagnino movie, and apparently even his fans are turning on him.
And it's not a sequel to the one with Matt Mikkelsen or Hilary Swank.
A lot of people are fucking shitting on this movie. I'm just like, guys, I knew Luca Guadagnino was not a very good director for a very long time. It took you this long to finally realize it.
Nah, he's a good director. He just made a bad movie.
Hipster, one of them hipster fucking.
He's a good director when he picks the right script.
You wonder why Sergeant Rock, James Gunn fired him from Sergeant Rock, the DC movie that he was going to do, supposedly. And I don't even know if that's even going to get made anymore, considering apparently they had a very hard time with the script with that one. So I don't know. This week is a little bit better in terms of not a little bit better, but in terms of like the movies coming out, I believe the Bruce Springsteen Deliver Me from Nowhere is coming out this weekend. I expect it to make money. People are going to say, oh, it's the same old music biopic. It's the same thing again.
You know what? I like the standard basic structure of a music biopic.
What's wrong with that? I'm probably going to see it.
It's like people complain about like the structure of like biopics in general, and I'm just kind of like, sometimes I just like watching a basic biopic.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And
right.
Not saying that all biopics are
but
basic.
Frankenstein did get a limited release this week. This weekend, or was it last week? I don't remember. But that was like 2 theaters in New York and Los Angeles. I'm not going to count it because it's a Netflix movie. And then also what's coming out this weekend will be Chainsaw Man the movie, which of course it's an anime, it's probably gonna make a lot of money, and then Regretting You, Colleen Hoover strikes again. Oh no! And then but then Begonia is going to get a limited release next week before it goes wide next week. So I don't expect it to make money this week, but next week if it makes money, I'll be surprised. Then again, it is a Yorgos movie, so I don't think the audiences are gonna.
Also, this week
What?
is Shelby Oaks, directed by everyone's favorite YouTube quote-unquote critic.
I don't
gonna
think
see
that's really
it.
gonna make that much money. It's a Neon release. Neon doesn't really. It's rare for Neon to actually like be number one at the box office for something. I think they were number one at one point or another. Oh,
Longlegs, I
Immaculate
believe.
was not open at number one, but who gives a fuck about that movie? First Omen was better. It really was. But yeah. Oh, next week. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I thought putting it out in August was bad enough. Because I heard that Back to the Future is coming out in a re-release next week. I just saw an email saying, "Oh, we're gonna re-release it in IMAX." Back to the Future.
This man should go and wins the Oscar.
No. I'm sick of no. I'm sick of if this movie comes back at number one, expect a fucking rant. I promised a fucking Taylor Swift rant this week, but I completely last week, but I completely forgot about it because last week we were supposed to do it, but then we didn't do the show and all that other stuff. I guess I'll say this right now. I'll get my Taylor Swift thing out of the way right now, so we can just get everything because they both K-pop Demon Hunters and Taylor Swift both share a connection. Republic Records. The soundtrack for that piece of shit was on Republic. Taylor Swift is under Republic as well. So Republic Records, you have too much of a fucking monopoly. Anyway, I'm just happy that even the Swifties are turning on her because that album was apparently dog duty.
I've re-listened to the album and I actually like most of it, so sorry.
Fine, you're lucky that I'm friends with you. You're lucky that I'm friends with you. Because apparently it all sounds like AI generated music, and apparently Taylor Swift is trying to cause beef with Charlie XCX. Apparently, allegedly. I don't even care for her music aside from that song that she did for the Fallen Our Stars. So it's like I don't give a shit about this. Anyway, let's that's it for the box office. I think
there was something else. There was something I was going to mention, but I can't remember.
I swore I had something else I wanted to talk about too, but I'm not remembering. I guess I could just say this. Did you hear about that thing that Adam Driver said about him trying to get a Ben Solo movie?
Yes, I just told Morgan about that.
Apparently Lucasfilm liked it, but Bob Iger didn't.
Yeah.
Because Bob Iger quote, I don't think it's a direct quote, but apparently, according to Star Wars Explained, which is the only Star Wars YouTube channel you should be subscribed to other than the main Star Wars channel, because everyone else is toxic. But apparently, he didn't think it made sense for Ben Solo to come back from the dead. Says the guy who was okay with Emperor Palpatine coming back from the dead.
Yeah.
It's stupid. At least they were going to make a movie explaining about how Ben Solo could come back from the dead. I think it could have set up the rumored sequel trilogy.
Especially since like Kylo Ren, Ben Solo / even just Adam Driver himself, I think is the best thing in that trilogy that I do love all of it, but like, yeah. I just love that character.
And it makes me, and this whole thing makes me believe too, is everything that happened with this Rise of Skywalker, people put Kathleen Kennedy under the bus. Is Bob Iger really to blame for the problems? I think maybe yes. Considering this.
Yeah, that's like
yes.
It's like this. producers. I'll say this: it's like people attack on Kathleen Kennedy and stuff, and I'm like, you realize that producers are people, and they make good decisions and they make bad decisions sometimes, and it's just the
And
nature of
again,
the
we don't know
business.
officially if it's really her. It could just
Yeah.
be Bob Iger trying to force her to do these things that she doesn't want to do. It happens. Sometimes the studio gets cold feet, and because Disney has been very reactionary towards Star Wars. And I think that's why the public consciousness is so harsh about Star Wars, because they're so reactionary. Whenever they say, "Oh, the prequels," people are complaining about the prequels. Oh, for the sequels, we're not even going to address them. Oh, and then after Solo bombs, we're going to just drop the anthology stuff. And then we're going to drop the movies now after the Rise of Skywalker and go with Disney Plus shows. Oh, Disney Plus shows are so expensive and we're losing ratings. We're going to drop the Disney Plus shows now. It's reactionary, I feel like they need to kind of stop being reactionary and let the team at Lucasfilm, whoever is going to replace Kathleen Kennedy, let them make the decisions that they're the boss, technically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
You're only, yes, you own Star Wars, but Star Wars always makes money. So it's like, hands off just a little bit. You let James Cameron do whatever the fuck he wants. So it's like,
Oh, I remember what I was going to say now. The whole thing with Amazon yesterday, AWS going down.
Oh, the AWS, I heard about this.
I think it caught. So I got a thing. So I subscribe to the Criterion channel.
They're powered through AWS?
And so I got a thing in my email last week that said, "Hey, thanks for being, a subscriber for, Criterion channel. Here is $10 that you can have off of any purchase from the Criterion collection. You can keep it, you can use it now or save it for a sale." So everybody thought that today was going to be the day for their fall flash sale, because it always happens in October, and it didn't happen today. And a lot of people think that they use that it's connected with AWS.
You know what's funny? Disney Plus uses AWS. I can confirm that. They make a proud statement in their newest commercial. Disney Plus is powered by AWS. So I wonder how Disney Plus did yesterday.
Well, I used it yesterday, and oh my god, it has finally gotten to me, guys. The dreaded you need to, you're not in the main household.
Oh jeez, I hate when that happens.
Yeah. So then I was like, I'm temporarily out of the household. And then I called Dad. I'm like, "Hey, Dad, can you look at your email and give me the code so I can watch Disney Plus?"
Oh, that's great. That's great. This is why Amazon is so. Even though I have my my critiques of Amazon and Amazon Prime, at least they don't pull that shit. They still haven't pulled that shit with the password sharing and all that stuff. At least they haven't done that. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I really wanted to say. So, Soren, you could wait. I want to let Jared go first. I think Soren went first last. Oh God, my net. No, not my net. Okay, now can you hear me now? Can you see me now? Am I lying?
Yeah,
you're good.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna let Jared go first. Okay.
Okay.
I hope I got that across.
Because
I'm going to go last because I have a ranking to do.
I've got a lot of stuff to talk about because, well, just a lot of things have happened recently. I've had like some revelations. I've finished just some things. I've been watching movies. So yeah, this will be fun. But
thank God I started with you first then.
Yeah. First order of business, though, because I was going to do this last week before I got busy and we had to cancel. I have another Disney ranking because now I am through with the post-Renaissance era.
Oh,
Okay, so Disney movies in the 2000s, does it end with Princess and the Frog, or
It ends with Bolt. So it
I personally believe that era ends with Meet the Robinsons. I don't know why. I feel like Meet the Robinsons was the one thing that they needed at that time.
I
Push forward.
I'm just going by what they kind of put on.
I know. But,
although I will say that I do not agree that there's like conflicting things of like people saying that the revival era is still going on, or that like it ended with Moana and then Ralph Breaks the Internet was the start of a new one, or it ended with Wish. I don't know. That they need to make, somebody needs to clarify.
Wish really ruined everything, didn't it?
So anyway, yeah,
I might have to give that movie a look someday. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as everybody makes it out to be. It can't be. It can't be like the worst fucking thing since fucking Freddy Got Fingered.
I do not think it is a bad movie, but I do think it is a mid movie where all of the ideas that they initially had for it were the better ideas.
So it's like a Pocahontas scenario.
Yeah.
It was too ambitious.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm doing the post-Renaissance era, which starts with Fantasia 2000, and for what I've done ends with Bolt.
Okay.
Because like
I expect Dinosaur to be at the bottom.
you'll see.
Well, so I realize with Letterboxd.
Actually, no, I take that back. It can't be at the bottom. It can't be at the bottom.
It won't be at the bottom.
It can't because there's another movie from 2005 that's worse.
So I'm looking at my Letterboxd right now, and I haven't done a post-Renaissance ranking, so I'm just kind of looking at my full-on Walt Disney Animation Studios ranking. So like these aren't exactly going to be numbered, so I'm just going to go like this one, the next one, the next.
This.
Okay. Starting at the bottom, though, we have Chicken Little.
Number 11 is Home on the Range.
Of course, it's fucking Chicken Little. That movie, I forgot because I was gonna say Dinosaur, but no, Chicken Little is the drizzling shits. It's awful.
For me, this is the worst Disney movie.
It's fucking terrible. That dad is such a dude.
Between this and the Wild, the mid 2000s was the year that Disney tried to be DreamWorks.
Chicken Little feels truly like Disney's response to DreamWorks, because for one, it's their first entry into 3D animation, and it's a modernization of a not fairy tale exactly, but
dinosaur. But
I know, but also Dinosaur is half live action too.
Then again, it's part of the canon. I consider if it's part of the canon, it's canon.
So anyway, Chicken Little, it's a mean-spirited movie.
Oh, everybody's a fucking dick in that movie. If I remember.
Also, just at that point in time and everything, it's just this was them, trying out like this type of animation and everything, and it looks rough around the edges. And it's just not very likable. Although that soundtrack is rocking. I love that soundtrack.
The Bare Naked Lady song is the only good thing I have to say about Chicken Little. The Bare Naked Lady song in the beginning is awesome.
But yeah, so Yeah, I don't like there's
I
not
think
much
REM plays
to see.
in that movie too. I think.
So then after that, I have Home on the Range.
Oh,
Number 10 is Chicken
I've
Little.
never seen that movie, but I heard so many terrible things about it.
There's the strangeness with watching it where you're just like, what the fuck am I watching? That is in some ways entertaining because it's just a really stupid movie, and
Yeah,
think
stupid.
I kind of like some of the music in it. The animation is just like so fucking bright though that it's like kind of annoying, horrible to look at times. Like
The only
it's
reason why
too
this
bright,
got
it's too
PG rating is
shiny.
because of one comment about the Carol's udders.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh,
that's
yeah.
the one reason why I got a PG.
Home on the Range is just a what the fuck kind of movie to where it's like it's not very good, but in some ways I like kind of enjoy it. I say kind of with like 4 different quotation marks.
It's going to be a pretty much like, and nobody talks about this movie. No, I think more people talk about Chicken Little than most people than who talk about Home on the Range.
And then after that, I have Dinosaur.
That's
Now,
my number 9 as
Listen,
well.
listen,
For the most-
it's a beautiful looking movie.
Oh my
It is so
I-
amazing.
It will never happen, but I would love it if this got a 4K. It would never
I
happen.
think it has the potential. The real problem I have with that movie, why the fuck is there dialogue?
Oh yeah,
The dialogue
like
is
And the,
horrifically bad.
And
It
the music,
leads to-
and the music is pretty good as well. I'll even say it should have been nominated for the Oscar.
Dinosaur, like I think it has, such a basic bare bones story that I think would be more forgivable without any dialogue. Because you are
Would
just
be a better movie.
you're just paying attention to the visuals and stuff, and the visuals are amazing, which a lot of the locations and stuff are real world locations. Like it's not animated or anything. You're seeing like
They did the Walking with Dinosaurs route with it.
Yes.
You ever seen Walking with Dinosaurs?
And they were asked to go to some of the most beautiful places on Earth, and you get to see those places, and that is really cool. That is why you watch Dinosaur, to see those beautiful visuals and just see something very unique. And that is something that really does make this era so different, is that like they're incredibly ambitious to a fault with a lot of
almost all the movies in this post-Renaissance, they're very ambitious, and
yes.
most of them were to their detriment to some people. Like people, sometimes Treasure Planet, I like that movie, but it bombed because $100 million budget.
So after Dinosaur, I have a very ambitious film to the point where I'm like, I don't know what you guys were expecting. I know the first movie's a masterpiece, but are people really gonna sit down to watch Fantasia 2000? Which is
I like that movie.
Number 8
this is a good movie.
Bear.
Nothing compares to a lot of like what is in that first one, but the animation in this is just
amazing.
Absolutely phenomenal. Just the thing that drags it down is the celebrity cameos, especially.
Yeah. Which one was the worst one? Because I think it was it Steve Martin who got the worst one? I don't remember.
Honestly, I think
Or was it Penn and Teller?
Honestly, I think Penn and Teller is the worst one, because
even there.
Because if you watch this today, unless you kind of, nobody knows who the fuck Penn and Teller are.
Unless you're talking about CW with the Penn and Teller show, I think it's still on. I forget what it's called. Fool Us, something crazy like that.
I'd say my best of that movie is probably the one with the whales.
The last segment is my favorite.
Let's see. Okay, so
the one with Romy's family.
No, the one with the Firebird suite. That one. Not. I don't know which one you're talking about. I'm not talking about the Donald Duck one with the elephants and shit.
let's see here. Okay, hold on a second.
I cannot believe you went talking about dinosaur without talking about Love Monkey, because that's like the worst part of the movie.
Oh, maybe it's a good thing I didn't talk about Love Monkey. Sorry, I had to go back on my list because I decided to change up my list a little bit because there's a certain movie that I put kind of lower, and I'm like, the more I think about this movie, the more I love it, so I put it higher. Okay, anyway, so after that, next we're getting into pretty much the stuff that I do just really enjoy to, eventually just loving. I'm going to put Brother Bear here.
Number 7 is Meet the Robinsons.
Listen, I know, Brother Bear has like some pretty, mediocre reviews and stuff.
I like Brother Bear. I don't care.
Really like Brother Bear a lot.
I'll say Brother Bear has its problems, but to me, the good outweighs the bad.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's such a great idea and everything that the movie is at a different aspect ratio at the very beginning, and when
ambitious.
he transforms into a bear,
235.
it
235. So it starts at 166. It starts at 166 to 1, and then after the transformation, it's 235 to 1 for the rest of the movie.
In some ways, though, I wish that it was. I don't know if they had this capability. I wish that, like, as he transformed, you just kind of saw the screen get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
That wasn't possible back then. Now
I know, like, they would have been able to do it now and everything, but that's the one thing.
I'll say my least favorite part of that movie is when Joaquin Phoenix is telling Koba about him killing his mother, and the fact that Father Time had to sing over it.
I think it falls kind of flat and everything. And I do love the music for the most part and everything. It's like, it's not Phil Collins' strongest.
It's Coda, Soren, not Koba. Koba is the other
I knew I fucked it up.
But yeah, I like the music. I really love the animation in those the fucking moose. Those with they're Canadian, so they're saying "a" all the time. Okay, next.
Oh, one more thing. I gotta mention this before we move on. We gotta play this.
Hey! Shut up! No, you shut up! No, you shut up!
Oh, I thought you were gonna play the infamous Joaquin interview.
No, I don't know. The Letterman one? No, I'm not gonna do that.
Now, next what I have here, it might seem kind of, maybe it'll seem a little low to some people because I know a lot of people do like love this movie a lot and everything. I think it's really good and everything, but it's not one of my favorites. But it is by far, in my opinion, maybe the best looking 2D animated film ever made, and that is Treasure Planet.
Number 6 is Atlantis.
Good movie.
It is.
Although to be honest,
this movie is beautiful. This was, of course, like a big passion project of
I didn't ask for a bomb, Billy.
John Musker and Ron Clements. It's John Musker and Ron Clements,
yeah,
right?
Musker and Clements. and like you see it on screen and everything. I think that for me, the heart and soul of the movie is the relationship between Jim and Silver. And
I think it was a pretty sweet.
I think for me the rest of the movie is just kind of like it's fine and everything, but I mostly watch this for that relationship and those beautiful visuals and that fucking soundtrack that is dated by today and everything, but it puts you right in
those songs
the early
2000s. I don't give a shit because
it's
the lyrics are Goo Goo Dolls, damn it, and Goo Goo Dolls is always awesome.
Okay, so right after that, I'm putting this is the one that I actually had lower, but I genuinely just really enjoy this movie a lot. I think about it a lot. Is Meet the Robinsons.
Number 5 is Bolt.
Meet the Robinsons is just such a sweet movie, and I feel like it's a movie that celebrates Disney better than Wish does. I think it celebrate it almost. It's a weird movie that like it doesn't fall on any like anniversary or anything, but it's like almost this weird kind of pseudo love letter to Walt Disney himself, because the movie literally ends with a Walt Disney quote.
Yeah,
that is connected to the theme of the movie about
keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Yeah, is that why you keep making all these live action remakes, Disney?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing though about that. When it comes to the remakes, honestly, I love it how they always target Disney for these things, but every fucking studio does it. I'm like, I get it. You don't like remakes, but you have to target everybody fucking else too.
Mm-hmm.
Total bullshit. It's hypocrisy. I hate it. Also, another thing about that movie, this is when John Lasseter came in to Walt Disney Animation Studios. So I think, that run of his, that helped them. It saved them.
Supposedly, Meet the Robinsons, like he looked at like what they were working on and stuff, and they ended up changing a lot, and he changed the villain up more because the villain just wasn't working and everything. Apparently, a lot of the third act was changed.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Also, we gotta mention that one song at the end. The guy Matchbox 20, Rob Thomas. Amazing.
The ending of this movie is so like emotional.
Better than whatever the fuck Jonas Brothers did for that movie.
Yeah. All right. So right after that, I genuinely like, this is just such a good adventurous movie, and that is Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Oh,
this is a movie. Okay.
Number 4 is Fantasia 2000.
I love the style of this movie, the animation, the blue. It's fucking incredible. It's a fun movie, and just it's so different from things that we got in like the Renaissance era and everything.
Less songs,
in fact, like
more
just
explosions.
This era is so different because like there's like no music. It's not, none of them's really like a musical for the most part.
Yeah.
There's a few in there, but like there's never really a traditional musical movie and stuff. And these are the guys that did Beauty and the Beast and Hunchback of Notre Dame. That
makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense.
The one thing that I wish for this movie is I don't think we spend enough time in Atlantis.
I
That
agree.
is my one thing.
There's a lot of time on land at the beginning. A lot of time.
Yeah, like we
By the way,
get to Atlantis, and it's like a scene or two later, it's like we are leaving it.
Yeah.
By the way, if they do remake this movie, I hear the fan casting is Tom Holland as Milo.
No, too young. Plus, you pretty much be
by the
playing
way,
Peter Parker again.
By the way, Atlantis 2, it was another one of those sequels that does a bunch of episodes.
Was a fucking canceled TV show
It's
that they
just
spliced
3
into
episodes of a TV show combined into one. And in terms of Brother Bear 2,
Oh, another thing that I really like about I think there's another reason why I like this movie so much. Apparently Joss Whedon worked on the script at one point. I think he gets a story credit. So, of course, not as I don't love him as a person, but I love him as a writer.
Next, I have Bolt.
Number 3 is Treasure Planet.
I haven't seen the movie since it came out, but I remember really liking it. It was a very sweet movie that was poorly advertised because they made it look like a fucking action movie when it really wasn't.
Yeah, no. Bolt is just such a funny movie. And I have a funny story with this movie. I saw this on a school trip, and during the scene where the studio catches fire, something about like the microphones and stuff like in our theater busted, and so you just hear this roaring sound where there's fire all around in this and we're just like, are we about to die? We were in like middle school during this.
Oh god.
I love Bolt. It's also because John Lasseter worked a lot closer with this movie, especially. And Bolt is the one of these movies that honestly kind of feels like a Pixar movie.
I can see that.
I think this feels like the most Pixar of like the Disney movies at this point and stuff. All right, so after that, we have.
Would that be it? I think. Oh no, we have one more. I think we have one more.
We have two more.
We have two more.
Am I forgetting? I know
so
one, but
this next one is Victor just thought this movie was all right. Okay.
No,
but I fucking love it. I think it's a masterpiece. The Emperor's New Groove. I love the comedy in this so much. Just I won't say much and everything because we already did a review on it, but yeah, I love it.
It's available. You can watch it right now.
Okay, my number 2.
Right now. Watch it when it's over. When we're done.
Yeah, my number 2 is Lilo and Stitch, and Emperor's New Groove is my number 1.
About Lilo and Stitch. This is number 1, is it? Damn it.
Yeah, number 1 is Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch.
To be completely honest.
By the way, Kronk's New Groove is pretty underrated, and if they do remake it, I hope they make it the scrapped Kingdom of the Sun storyline. And in terms of the extended Lilo and Stitch lore, 2 is pretty good. The pilot and finale to the series, and fuck the remake.
I genuinely think that the second...
Right? Oh, we're going to make every single remake bomb. You made Snow White bomb. Why couldn't you let Lilo and Stitch bomb, you motherfuckers?
I think Lilo and Stitch 2 is just a genuinely good sequel and everything that I think expands on the first one in like a really good way, particularly with like just, Lilo's, mom especially. So yeah, that is my ranking of the Walt Disney anime. Well, for the post-Renaissance. So next will be the revival. I hope to have that done maybe before I go to Disney.
When will that be?
So that is going to be Actually, yeah, I should probably say that because I won't be there on that particular Tuesday.
Yeah, I would like to know.
It's the week of the 16th.
Week of the 16th. Okay.
November.
I gotta write
So,
that down.
Yeah. That week.
I see.
I will
Okay.
be-
From that Sunday to okay. I got it now.
Yeah,
Right.
from that Sunday to that Thursday, I will be
Okay.
in Florida.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know if I will get done by then, but yeah, we will see. In terms of what else I wanted to talk about, I don't want to go on for too long. I just have too many different things, so I'm just going to overall talk about some things I have planned for my channel and something that I have done recently that has changed my movie viewing experience for the better. So Victor, you might have noticed, I don't know, because you follow me on, Letterboxd. I've been putting a lot more reviews on Letterboxd.
Yes, I noticed. This is how I know, because last night I saw your Dark City. I'm like, oh, this looks kind of long.
I've been seeing so many movies recently, and I'm trying to do better with actually reviewing them, putting them on Letterboxd.
I don't review anything, even if it's a rewatch. I try to if I don't come up with something, I just come up with a joke review if I have nothing to say.
Yeah, because right now I'm doing a bunch of things. I'm trying to. There's a lot of directors' filmographies that I really haven't explored yet. So I'm redoing, because a few years ago I watched all of Martin Scorsese's movies. So I'm doing that again, but I'm doing things differently. I'm just kind of not doing it by release order, because I've already seen these movies before. So I'm just kind of being
joined by whatever the hell
watch this one now. And it's been a lot of fun, because a lot of variety. And,
how's the PTA ranking? You just stopped at Boogie Nights?
Yeah, I sorry, I have not watched Magnolia yet, because in fact I kind of wanted to watch some Robert Altman movies before I watched Magnolia, since he was a big influence on Magnolia.
That movie in particular, yes.
I don't know if I will watch Shortcuts soon, though, which is the big one that was influential with Magnolia. But yeah, I've watched two Robert Altman films. One that I just watched after this. I didn't really care for it.
Oh boy.
It's a movie that came out the same year as MASH, another movie that I don't really care for.
Would you like the show?
I like the show. Yeah, what I've seen of the show.
Better than the
show's
movie.
awesome.
Everybody loved the show, but everybody's now it's fuck the movie. I love the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I've also been doing Oliver Stone stuff. I watched his George Bush biopic.
Oh my god, I remember when that came out. I remember.
I that's a movie I've been wanting to watch forever and stuff, and I'm just I'm gonna finally watch it. I'm also gonna watch the U-turn of his career, U-turn.
Oh, I heard U-turn was so bad.
I did not like that movie at all.
I'm telling you, Oliver Stone, I don't know, he is a very good director, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, some movies of his, I get a little bit scared to watch. JFK, I haven't seen, not just because it's 3 hours, although that was one big reason, but another reason why I was skeptical to see it is because the whole thing is conspiracy bullshit. The whole thing.
Yeah, no.
He's a conspiracy nut, even in Nixon.
Yes. So yeah, I've been just watching a whole ton of movies. And also, I've been thinking of my YouTube channel a lot, because I'm how long am I going to continue doing YouTube? I don't really know. I don't expect to do it forever. And there's a ton of movies that I want to talk about and stuff, but, you know, making reviews, sitting in front of the camera, stuttering for, you know, ever in front of the camera, and then
Trust me,
editing that
you
down.
don't stutter as much as I do on a weekly basis.
It's long and strenuous. So I have determined certain ways to get around this. So I can talk about as many movies as I possibly can, and you know, just make it easier and also make it, I think, more fun. I like making lists. I think I'm going to start making more list videos, but not go too crazy with them. I'm thinking more like director filmographies.
Ranking all 121 episodes of Lost.
Oh my god.
Like another fucking
Maybe
prank.
actor filmographies, or, you know, watching, let's say, like ranking the Don Simpson and
Jerry
Bruckheimer, you know, movies.
Maybe
that
I
they
should do
worked on
that. I was considering doing all of Bruckheimer's movies. So.
like that kind of stuff. That would be so interesting, because like I'm not like I'm talking about all those movies. Maybe I'm not necessarily like straight up reviewing them, but it's like I'm talking about them and stuff, and maybe I don't, because here's the thing. I love Martin Scorsese. There's a lot of Martin Scorsese movies, even the ones I like, where I'm just like, I don't feel like I could say much of anything, you know, that would be like a tidbit.
Kondun. Do you have anything to talk about with Kondun? Whatever the fuck that movie is called.
It's a good-looking movie, and it was kind of boring. I'm not looking forward to review.
It caused Disney movies to be banned in China for a long time.
but yeah, like, so I think what I'm going to start doing is starting out with like some director rankings, which is why I've kind of been revisiting Scorsese's filmography. And then also, you know, something like, well, like you did last time with like, or was that last? Yeah, I guess it was last time. Nolan's filmography.
And I'm going to do it again soon. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah. So like, that's what I'm thinking of doing all of that stuff. I think it could be a lot of fun, and that doesn't mean that I'm just going to be doing ranking videos and that is it. I don't, because obviously, like, there's certain movies out of those like filmographies and everything that I'm going to want to talk about. Like, I think I could probably do a entire like review of every single Christopher Nolan movie, except for maybe Following. I just don't know if I have enough to really say about Following for a whole review. But like, say, like Scorsese, something like I could pick like 5 or 6. Oh my gosh. Do I even dare?
Trust me, it took me almost April to December, so like 7 months.
But, and I guess what I will kind of end on, because I've had this revelation of, you know, like, kind of where to steer my channel and stuff, and I'm going to do this with, like, video games and other things that I really like, because like I've been slacking on that, and I've been slacking in general, but I've just been watching a whole lot more movies recently, and I think I finally decided to do something that I've been doing for a while now. I'm putting my fucking phone down. It is
Why
usually
always
on the charger. It is usually on the charger when I am watching a movie. So the movie has my undivided attention.
That's what I
I
try to do
cannot
every
escape
time I watch a movie. I put the fucking phone down, I put the charge if I have to, and I just leave it the fuck alone for 2 to 3 hours.
because it's hard. It's hard to do sometimes because sometimes when I watch a movie, I like to look up, the making of the movie or the trivia. But also at the same time, I realize that will maybe influence my viewing of the movie in some way, perhaps, knowing some of those things. So yeah, a lot of the movies that I've watched recently, I just have not been able to be on my phone.
I will
Last
say,
night I watched
looking
a
up
movie
some
where I had to
information
watch it on my
about.
phone, and I mirrored it on my Roku TV because you can't find it anywhere, and that was New York, New York.
Oh, jeez.
So I couldn't even use my phone because I was using my phone to watch the movie.
And then for me, I think there was only one moment to me recently where I think looking up certain things actually helped me understand the movie, because I was watching The Master for VPTA ranking, which I'll do later. But what I decided to do, since this movie was technically about Scientology, hey, let me look at the Scientology practices to see if they got pretty much everything right. Spoiler alert, I think they got pretty much everything right.
See, like, I think I've realized that research is good for a movie, but maybe not while watching the movie.
I did that 20 minutes into The Master, folks.
Oh my god, okay, never mind. That's basically my topic. I've always loved movies and everything, but I have really been in this slump where, like, I've just not been watching a whole lot. Like, I have been, but just recently I've been just kind of insane, even watching maybe 2 movies a day.
Sometimes I do 3 to 4, depends on my mood. I'm literally that crazy. Yeah. Okay, Soren, it's your turn, because I don't know how long I'm gonna take.
All right. So last week as we all know, we lost a legend in the movie advertising industry.
Yes.
So
I think that was the thing I wanted to talk about. That's I think. Oh yeah, and fucking Diane Keaton passed. That's another one I wanted. I forgot to talk about. But although the guy, that pedophile who was the lead singer of Lost Prophets, he's dead. So that's always a good thing, because that guy's a fucking pedophile. Anyway.
Okay, so I figured I'd use my little thing to play a little tribute as we go over all of his posters. So Victor, I share screen here.
Okay.
Okay, so as you can see, this is his official website, and I know this isn't all of them, but this is the most complete I could find. So here we go. First up, A Gift from Heaven, which I've never even heard of.
I never even heard of this either.
It's beautiful, though.
It looks like a corny movie, though.
Yeah.
1994? I never even heard of it.
All right. Next up, Adventures in Babysitting.
We don't talk about the decom version, and not just because of the obvious reason. Why the fuck did I get a decom? Don't fuck with the babysitter. Don't mess with.
I still need to see that movie. Next up is All's Fair.
I don't think I've heard of it. I don't think I have.
Yeah, me neither.
No, I haven't.
Is that Ted Danson? I don't know if that's Ted Danson or not. I don't know. It kind of looks like him. Oh no, it's Lou Ferrigno. The Hulk.
Okay, American Justice, another one I've never heard of.
Never heard of that one either.
Okay, this one I've heard of, An American Tale.
Oh yeah, that poster is kind of iconic. Yeah. I wonder if he did the one for Land Before Time too. Not the
We'll
first
see if
Land
he
Before
did.
Time.
I didn't know he did
By the way, next time you
American
see that movie,
Girls
take a shot every time his family just narrowly misses him. And by the way, here's another poster.
Mm,
I actually
I
kind
remember
of
that one
prefer
too,
this
actually.
one.
I like that.
Next up, Angels in the Outfield.
That is a great
Iconic
poster. Yeah, and I love the movie too. So obviously, I have a bit of a biasness, but yeah.
Next up, a movie I've never even heard of, Arabian. There we go.
Actually, it's a
Arabian.
miniseries that aired on ABC in 2000. How do I know? It said 2000. It said ABC, American Broadcasting Company, and there was a trailer for that on the Sixth Sense VHS tape that I have, so I know what it is.
Okay, yeah.
It was back when Hallmark was producing a lot of these ambitious fantasy miniseries. Like, remember the 10th Kingdom? They produced
Tanner,
that.
I knew someone was gonna make that reference, Tanner. Of course, this one we all know and love, Back to the Future.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yes, of course.
All three.
Next up, looks like another Back to the Future poster.
That's for part 3, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for part 3.
Batteries not included.
You know, I've only seen bits and pieces of this movie. Only bits, not the whole thing. But I remember the poster more than the movie.
All right, next up, Better Off Dead.
Oh, this is... I think... No, it can't be John Cusack's first movie. Maybe his first leading role, but not his first movie, I don't think.
Okay, so here we go. Another one for Better Off Dead.
Don't give him ideas, Jose. Don't give him any ideas. No.
Big Trouble in Little China. Hey, Gary.
I'm going to have to rewatch Big Trouble in Little China, but that poster is iconic, but I'm going to have to rewatch the movie. Because I recently rewatched They Live recently, and I don't know if he did that one, but I liked it better the second time.
Blade Runner.
This one is actually for the final cut. This is not like an original. I don't think this is an original. I think this is because this is the cover that's used on the final cut. So, yeah.
Yeah, so 2003, so there.
So, yeah, I think it was the final cut.
Next up, Blood Makes Noise.
Blood does not make noise. Oh, jeez. Oh, we're going to get demonetized. Nah, just kidding.
Next up, a movie called Borderline.
It looks like a fucking, what's his name? Charles Bronson. It looks like Charles Bronson.
It doesn't say. But Buddy. Another one.
Buddy. What a strange title for a movie.
Buddy.
Oh, jeez.
California Suite. This one's
never heard of this. I bet you most of these are from the 80s. Like these. Is that Michael Caine? I swear to God.
Yeah, Michael Caine. Michael Caine and Bill Cosby and Richard Pryor.
Bill Cosby! Oh no!
It's a really good movie. Cannonball Run.
Speaking of that is considered a bad movie. All the Cannonball Run movies are considered bad by most people, especially Siskel and Ebert. They trashed the first two, at least. I don't know what they thought about the third one, but...
All right, Coming to America.
That one's iconic. That one is iconic. The poster of it is. I don't think I've ever seen this movie. I don't think I have.
I haven't
The
either.
movie is good. The sequel we don't talk about. Cowboys and Aliens.
Mediocre as fuck movie.
I had fun with it.
It's a nice poster, though.
Next up, Crocodile Hunter Collision Course.
You know, I remember when this movie was coming out, because Crocodile Hunter was absolutely everywhere. Like, it was like a phenomenon for a couple of years.
Next up, another Crocodile Hunter movie. And no,
it's the same one. It's the same one. It's just a different poster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, next up, the infamous Carlito movie itself.
It's Karoko. It's Karoko.
Karoko.
Yes, Rhode Island. Karoko, who literally went bankrupt because of that damn movie.
Okay, so page 2.
Kuroko, excuse me.
Okay,
What is this one?
apparently it's for a Dark Tower.
Oh
Apparently,
wait, Dark Tower, The Mist. Oh, wait, this. Oh wait a minute. This is in the movie The Mist, which is that piece of shit got off a movie The Mist.
yeah,
It says 2007. I have reason to believe that it was a fucking thing that he did for The Mist. It says, and The Mist came out in 2007. Oh no.
next we have DuckTales the movie.
I don't know. I feel like I've been always wanting to see that. I've never even seen the TV show either.
Next we have E.T.
E.T.
I've never seen that one before.
I have not seen that.
I'm used to the one with just the Amblin logo.
Yeah, with the one with the bicycle. A movie called The Evictors.
Who do they evict? Oh, that looks completely like an over dramatic.
Next we have Fame.
Never saw that. Although I remember watching bits and pieces of the remake of Fame, which came out, I think, in the late 2000s. But that's really about it. I know my mom likes this movie, though.
Next we have First Blood.
Oh, great movie. That poster is iconic. That poster, like, that's great.
Next we have The Flintstones 2, Viva Rock Vegas.
Oh, I heard this was bad. I never even saw the first one, but I heard this one was like even
Speaking
worse.
of the first one.
There you go. There you go. Like I said, I've only seen bits and pieces of it. All I know is that probably Rosie O'Donnell was not a good choice to be casted in that movie.
From what I've heard. Next up, Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll just see how the Del Toro movie turns out. The Frisco Kid.
I think I've heard of this movie, but I've never seen it. I think I've heard of it before, though. I think I have.
The Goonies.
Overrated. Sorry.
Yeah.
Still need to see it.
3 out of 5.
I gave it I gave it exactly a 3 out of 5. I didn't hate it, but I watched the movie way too late in life. I literally saw it for the first time this year. I think if I grown up with it, I would have been a little bit nicer. But
Okay, great Muppet Caper.
I'm surprised. I thought that was the real image of the Muppets. I'm surprised.
Next up, The Green Mile.
I never seen The Green Mile. I need to fucking 3 hours of my time.
I have only seen some of it on like TV, but not
Sam
all.
Rockwell plays a real asshole.
Next we have Haxon Shipwrecked.
Shipwrecked. Yeah, Disney released this movie in North America. It was a Swedish movie, I think. Even though it has Gabriel Byrne in it for some reason, for being a Swedish movie, and he's speaking English and everybody else is speaking in Swedish.
Harlem Nights.
Ooh.
I've heard a lot of things about that movie, just a lot of things.
And Harry and the Hendersons.
With the Predator as Bigfoot. No joke. The same guy who plays the Predator plays Bigfoot in Harry and the Hendersons.
Why am I not surprised?
The Predator.
Okay, so there's that. Harry and Walter go to New York.
Never heard of it. Never.
Let me just.
Never heard of it. Looks old.
Never. Next, we have Chamber of Secrets.
I wish they went with that poster rather than the other one that they used.
Never
the other one
really seen that one before.
Because they used the one with the actual photos.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Philosopher's Stone.
Sorcerer's Stone. I'm not even gonna fucking argue with you. Let's see if it's on the bottom. Does it say Sorcerer's Stone? I better hope it fucking does.
I mean, that's the American poster, so it'll.
Does it say because it says all the names for all the movies on the website? Does it say fucking Sorcerer's Stone? I'm gonna laugh if it does.
Yeah, it does. Right here.
It's Sorcerer's Stone. God damn it.
Heat and Dust.
Never heard of that one either.
No.
Thank you. Somebody else who could defend me about Sorcerer's Stone. A Dan or two. Okay. A lot of people are backing me up, Soren.
Next we have
I'm with
Hellboy.
you, Soren.
Piss off. Best 3 out of 2. What's next? Oh, it's Hellboy, the original Hellboy. I've never seen that one before.
I really wish Del Toro got to make his sequel back in the day, but no.
What do we get instead? Millennium Entertainment doing 2 shitty ones.
Yeah, after they signed the rights for over a decade. Anyways, Hocus Pocus.
Nice poster, but the movie is not good.
Yeah. I had fun with it. Hook.
Yeah,
AKA
this one's iconic.
Ready Player One, but for the 90s generation, because if you grew up with Hook, you like Hook. If you grew up with Ready Player One, you like Ready Player One.
Page 3.
We've had this discussion before.
Hot Pursuit, and not the Reese Witherspoon movie.
I was going to say, I think that movie was awful. Looks like John Cusack.
John Cusack, it doesn't say.
I'm gonna have to look that up later.
We have a movie called Incubus.
Incubus? You mean the band who's what the fuck's the plane's name from Stealth? It's his favorite band. Eddie? Is that the name of the plane in Stealth? Incubus is his favorite.
I haven't seen Stealth, so I can't say.
It's
Yeah.
awful. Do not watch that unless you want to see Jessica Biel in a bikini.
Now we're gonna get to all the
Oh, that's a good
about it.
Next we have a Crystal Skull.
Good. Say what you will about the movie, but
Another Crystal Skull.
I like this one too.
I like that Crystal Skull one more.
Another Crystal Skull one.
I never saw that one before though.
Yet another Crystal Skull one.
Must have been unused. My goodness.
Now we get to the 3 classic ones.
I think all those posters are iconic. For the original 3, 3. I don't
scratch that. The Reyes is but much later.
That one's for the VHS of, I think that's Temple of Doom. I think they used it for the VHS back in '99. They reissued them on VHS, and that's the cover that they used for Temple of Doom. Yeah, it has to be Temple of Doom because I see the guy who rips the fucking heart out.
Yeah, it's Temple of Doom.
Yeah,
Into the Fire.
Generic fucking title. Into the Fire. It sounds like any other movie.
Jake Speed.
So is he on speed the entire movie? Is he on drugs? Or do they have to stop a bus from going less than like 50 miles an hour before it explodes?
Next we have Johnny Dangerously.
I have heard of that. Michael Keaton. I have heard of that.
Another Johnny Dangerously.
Yeah, like I said, I've heard of this movie. Never saw it though, but I haven't seen it.
Laboo, whatever that is.
Unfortunately, I remember this movie. You want to know why? My folks rented it for me at Blockbuster Video back in 2008.
Why does that look like? Why does it look like that frog from Max Keeble's Big Move?
Oh, McGoogles? Oh, for fuck's sake!
Lady Hawk.
I've definitely heard of that one.
I've seen that.
The last remake of Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice? What the? Oh, if I said I thought you were making fun of fucking Beetlejuice.
But
no. Don't say his name third time.
This is Spinal Tap because I swear. No. That's Marty something else. I'm sorry.
Next we have The Lonely Guy.
The Lonely. I never even heard of it. Well, that's clearly Steve Martin. Must have been
The Lonely Guy, aka Gary. Yeah. Anyways, March or Die.
March or Die? No, never heard of that either.
AKA The Long Walk, apparently.
The Long Walk. That's another movie.
Masters of the Universe.
Oh, this movie is bad.
And it'll be interesting to see. And it'll be interesting to see next year's reboot.
I hope it's good. It's Travis Knight. I hope it would be good. Come on.
Meatballs 3.
I never even know they made a Meatballs 2.
Mob City.
Let's see. I think I've heard of that movie. I think it was Abel Ferrara. I think.
Next, we have Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah, that one's iconic. I think they used that for
That
the
was
VHS
good.
too.
The OG Muppet movie.
He did a lot of Muppets. He made them look
Ugh.
real, even though it was a painting.
Muppet Treasure Island. Speaking of Treasure Island movies by Disney.
Yeah.
Nadline.
Which? Oh, I thought Madeline, like in the
No,
cartoon or the movie that they came
Yeah.
out.
No, Nadine.
Nadine. It looks like
Nadine. Excuse me. The name
I
of the
have
road.
always wanted to see that movie.
Never even heard of it.
Okay, yeah, 4.
Looks like an
The
alien
Outing.
movie. Never heard of it. I thought it was gonna be like Alien Resurrection, but clearly that's not. It kind of looks
Alien
like
Resurrection.
a bastardization of Alien and Predator, like that creature right there. It looks like a
Pretty
bastardization.
ironic since I saw Amelie earlier today. Pan's Labyrinth.
I don't think I've ever seen that poster. I'm more accustomed to the one that was used in North America.
Pirates of Penzance.
A lot of these movies I've never even heard of. A lot of them I haven't heard of.
I didn't realize just how much he
The OG Police
did.
Academy. From what I hear, the only one that matters.
Yeah, I heard the original Police Academy is good, but the rest stink.
Another
That's
Police
the
Academy.
Police Academy. That's the poster I'm more familiar with. I'm like, what the fuck's that one? But that's the one I'm most familiar with.
Come on. Police Academy 3.
Oh, this is when they started milking out sequels like every year. It was like the Saw franchise for a while.
Police
where
Academy
they made a
4.
movie every year. I think they made like what, 7 Police Academy
Private
movies?
Tutor.
Never heard of it. Looks strange.
There we go. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's not the one I'm familiar with, though.
That's a cool
different.
one.
Race to Titanic.
Did this come out in 97? Was this like a mockbuster?
No.
1980.
It's based on a book. They literally raised the Titanic
to
from
Maccoons
the ocean.
County.
And this was before they found out that the ship split in half. So,
Oof. Yikes.
There we go. Return to Oz.
The first movie with the Disney castle, and 5 minutes later, Dorothy gets shock therapy. Disney reintroducing their image, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Another Return to Oz.
Oh, that one's a bit bizarre.
Next, we have Return of the Jedi back when it was called Revenge.
Yeah, that Revenge of the Jedi. That poster is absolutely amazing. I love
that poster is so good.
It's too. Yeah. I know Jedi don't commit revenge, but Revenge of the Jedi was a cooler title than Return of the Jedi.
Next, we have Sahara, not the one with Matthew McConaughey.
I was gonna. Oh, that's Brooke Shields, though. Was this after Blue Lagoon? I don't. Yeah, 1983.
Yeah, Brooke Shields. Another Sahara.
Like I said, the only one I'm familiar with is the Matthew McConaughey and Steve Zahn, Penelope Cruz. Yeah, I think I got pretty much them right. Yeah.
Next, we have Schwarzenegger the Law.
Maybe it's like a novel. Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah,
Schwarzenegger did the Lost World.
Oh yeah, I remember. Park. It's a mock poster for it's a mock poster that appeared in
Hero, maybe.
It's a it's a fake poster.
Lost World Jurassic Park because King Lear. It is in Lost World Jurassic. I guess he's in Lost World. I guess.
Yeah. What could have been? Anyways, Second Thoughts.
Never heard of that either.
The 6% Solution.
Nope, never heard that either.
Nope.
Come on. Here.
This movie's so unheard of. It's the poster's loading like a dial-up connection.
I guess Sexina Popstar PI.
This looks like a porn. Sextina, it's a fucking porn.
And
It's
yeah,
softcore. I bet you it's softcore.
Sexette.
Yeah, these are all softcore movies. These are all softcore movies. With titles like that, we might as well just done the poster to Deep Throat.
Sex.
Yeah, it has to be a softcore movie. It has to be a softcore.
Okay, yeah, Shirley Valentine.
I have heard of that. Inexplicably got nominated for Oscars, even though Siskel and Ebert didn't like it.
Nah. Simon Says. Apparently not the
never
one
heard
with
of that.
Dennis
I know
Rodman.
there's a movie called Simon Says with Dennis Rodman, but that's not that movie.
Okay, Small Town in Texas.
Never heard of it. Nope.
Okay, Squirm.
Must be. Yep, it has to be one of them. Damn. Oh God, it's graphic. That is very, very, very.
DOG Star Wars. And no, I'm not calling it A New Hope.
Fuck you! I'm calling it A New Hope. Because if George Lucas wants me to call it A New Hope, I'm calling it A New. No, Disney.
It just makes more sense to call it A New Hope, so it falls in line with all the others.
Next we have Victor's favorite, Phantom Menace.
Actually, I hate Attack of the Clones more. I hate Phantom Menace, but I hate Attack of the Clones so much.
I love the Attack of the Clones.
Next we have everyone's favorite special edition.
Yeah, these are the special edition ones. These are, I remember these.
Next we have the best one by default. The best one by far, Revenge of the Sith. Best prequel, at least.
Prequel, yes. It should have been the only prequel.
Not a Revenge of the Sith.
I love Revenge of the Sith, but yeah, he all did a lot
the
of
Sting 2.
yeah,
apparently
a
that's
movie
the thing.
The Sting 2 that exists.
Can't wait to see it. Stroker.
I didn't know it existed.
Stroker Ace, I know for sure that Siskel and Ebert said this was one of the worst movies in 1983. I think that's Burt Reynolds. Yeah, it makes sense because they were picking on Burt Reynolds a lot. Then again, which one?
The Suit.
The Suit? What the hell? It looks like a full moon movie. You know, like Charles Band, all that shit.
Okay, Sunset.
Never heard of that either. I know Before Sunset, Before Sunrise, Before Midnight.
Taking Care of Business.
I actually have something to say about this movie. Taking Care of Business is the first movie that J.J. Abrams ever wrote. I shit you not.
Interesting. Tall Tale.
Yeah, with this is a Disney movie with Patrick Swayze. I vaguely remember that movie.
Okay.
Vaguely.
Tarzan the Ape Man.
I bet you this is the one with it said worst actor, or I think this is the one with Bo Derek. If that's the case.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yep, it is.
Bo Derek.
It is.
The Mist.
Boo! Boo! Nice poster.
Oh, I love that poster though.
Next we have The Thing.
That's like one of the best posters of all time. Come on. It's you know what the fucking thing looks like. It's one of the best posters of all time.
And 3 O'Clock High.
I know Gary likes this movie, but
I like this movie too.
To Be or Not to Be, the Mel Brooks version.
I've heard of it.
Tornet 3, El Protector.
What in the hell is this?
Come on.
What in the hell is this movie? It's like one of them fake movies for another movie. I don't know.
I don't know. Come on. Any Millennium Now?
Oh, GC, it's like a dial-up connection. Oh boy, I never even fucking heard of this thing at all. Look, it stopped halfway through. That's how pathetic.
There we go.
Horrendous Spanish detective. Never even heard of it.
Under Fire.
Never heard of that either. This could be a drinking game. It really could. Oh, jeez.
Unfaithfully Yours.
Never heard of that. Nope.
The Walking Dead.
Oh, that they used that for the first season. I remember looking at this for the first season. The best season of The Walking Dead because Frank Darabont, had he continued with The Walking Dead, I think it would have been one of the greatest TV shows ever made. But no, they changed showrunners, and then when Scott Gimple or whatever came to the show, apparently he killed it with the Negan stuff. He killed it.
We're Back, a Dinosaur Story.
Probably the most memorable part about that movie, allegedly.
Another We're Back.
Because this is back when Steven Spielberg was trying to do an animation company. It was Amblimation. I think that's the name of the studio.
Yeah, Amblimation. Weekend Warriors.
This looks like one of those stereotypical 80s raunchy comedies.
Who's Killing the Great Chefs of Europe?
I don't know. The Iron Chef people from Japan? I don't know.
And last but not least, Zathura.
Which is the real sequel to Jumanji. Not that
great
piece
movie.
of shit god awful ones.
All right, that's it for that topic. And now I have a what culture list.
Oh dear, this could go either way.
The 20 upcoming movies that just made incredibly smart decisions.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay.
Number 20, Spider-Man Brand New Day, a street level sequel.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
I want a Spider-Man movie to be more kind of low stakes.
Number 9.
Franchise fatigue.
Number 19, the James Bond reboot, casting an unknown actor.
So they're not going with Tom Holland or like them fucking the cast list that went leaked. Thank God.
Yeah.
Number 18.
Besides, Daniel Craig wasn't unknown too, so.
Number 18, Fast X2, cutting the budget, keeping it simple.
I don't know how you could keep it simple considering how Fast X ended on a fucking cliffhanger, and how you gonna fucking resolve that? I'm sorry, they waited too fucking long to make a sequel to that. I can care less anymore.
Number 17, confirming Cillian Murphy's cameo in 28 Years Later 2.
I think he's gonna have. I don't know if it's gonna be a major role. I know they said that he's going to be having a major role in the third one, so I don't know how long he's going to be in the second one, but I'm looking forward to the second one because I love the first. It's not even the first one; it's technically the third one, but you know what I mean. The first one of the trilogy.
Number 16, a $40 million budget for Clayface.
They could save a lot of money. I mean, I feel like Clayface is a very simple thing to get right. I mean, it's a smaller scale movie.
Number 15, Scary Movie 6, getting Anna Faris and Regina Hall back.
Not only that, they're bringing back the Wayans. That's the more important thing.
Number 14, The Odyssey, revealing the accents early.
The accident early? Is it what
accents.
The accents.
Accents. I never noticed any accents in that trailer.
What?
Number 13, Anaconda going meta.
I might watch it. I hope it's better than the fucking original.
And number 12, getting it made fast, Man of Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, they announced that pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Man of Tomorrow is the Superman sequel, but I don't know why they're not calling it Superman 2 or Superman : this, but they're calling it. I bet you know what they're gonna do. They're gonna put Superman, Man of Tomorrow, because I don't think Man of Tomorrow by itself is going to make money. They're going to put and it's same because Supergirl was supposedly called Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, but they put the Woman of Tomorrow thing off to the side, and now it's just called Supergirl.
Then again, the Batman Begins sequel was titled The Dark Knight, and we all know how that was successful. But moving on, number 11, bring James Wan back in Saw 11.
I never heard anything about Saw James Wan being confirmed for Saw 11. If anything, I think Kevin, what the fuck's his name? Kevin, the one who directed Saw 10, Kevin Gerhertz.
Yeah.
I think he should continue where he left off because apparently Saw X was like the best one. So
Number 10, the incredible casting in The Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping.
that movie looks interesting. I think it could be good.
Yeah, apparently Ray Fiennes is playing President Snow, Jesse Plemons, Ellie Fanning, Kieran Culkin.
Yeah, there's a couple others in there too. Like Maya Hawke, I think, is in it now too.
Number 9, a theatrical only release for Five Nights 2.
Five Nights 2?
Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Who gives a fuck about Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Legit. Everybody I knew hated Five Nights at Freddy's except for Tanner. It's the only one I know personally who liked that fucking movie. But no, the little kid, it's like K-pop Demon Hunters all over again. Fucking little kids. Anyway, rant.
Number 8, getting David Fincher to direct the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sequel.
I don't know if there even should be a sequel to this, to be completely honest with you. I think it was perfectly good. And plus, Quentin Tarantino, like, why would Quentin Tarantino trust David Fincher? Tarantino is so hands-on with everything that he does, you know? Why is he giving it to somebody else? I don't know. And it's a Netflix movie, so that could go either way.
Number 7, making Lin Shaye the lead in Insidious 6.
But she was the lead in The Last Key.
That is, yeah, she was.
So it's like, what culture? You're stupid. You're being stupid now. What culture? Piss culture.
They didn't watch that one.
Number 6, the Resident Evil reboot telling an original story.
No, I'm telling you right now, I have reason to suspect that this movie's not going to be very good. Just like all the other fucking Resident Evil movies. Everybody's like, oh, Zach Krieger's doing it. I'm just like, yeah, but at the same time, you're doing an original story without any connections to Resident Evil. You might as well just say, change the title and call it something fucking different. Plus,
Number
I didn't
5.
like weapons. I said that. I said before.
Number 5, Shrek 5 getting away from Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, but is it going to change the fucking redesign? I bet you need to go back to the original designs, please. Go back, please.
Number 4, a little-known director and cast for Evil Dead Burn.
They did the same thing for the last one. What the fuck's the title? Rise, which I didn't like.
Number 3. Okay, I didn't know they were making a sequel to this. Priscilla, Queen of the Desert 2, having Terrence Stamp shoot his scenes first.
They're doing a sequel to Priscilla, Queen of the Desert? Don't you think that's a little late for that?
Apparently. Well, considering they filmed his scenes before he passed on, apparently not. Number 2, Mortal Kombat 2 making Cole a supporting character.
I don't like the first one. I don't like the original. I don't like Annihilation. The only one I liked was the fucking first animated one.
And number 1, Wuthering Heights, putting the title in quotation marks.
What'd you say? Say it again.
Wuthering Heights, putting the title in quotation marks.
Oh, no. Putting in quotation marks. No.
Well,
that is so
guess what? That's not the first Wuthering Heights to do that, though. I looked like one of the early posters for one of the early silent era adaptations. That is what that is taken from.
Either way, I heard a lot of shit from this trailer that came out for it. A lot of people slammed it, saying it was not accurate to the book, and God forbid we mention Charlie XCX for some reason doing the fucking music for a story that took place, what, in the 17th century, 18th century? What the fuck is wrong? Emerald Fennell, I will never understand why she's so popular. Promising Young Woman, I said already, it was overrated as fuck. And then apparently and I refused to watch Saltburn when that came up. I remember Tanner told me personally, yeah, it's not that good. And everybody's like, oh,
yeah, it's not good.
It's like, yeah, see, it's not good. So everybody, seriously, please, get this out of my Yeah, exactly. It's like live doing a song for the Mummy. Exactly.
You're just lucky Cheating isn't here. Anyways, that's it for all my topics. Vic, you go.
All right.
Okay, here comes the moment, the thing I promised you all. Last time we were on here, I am going to do my ranking of all of Paul Thomas Anderson's movies, except for One Battle After Another, because I haven't seen that yet. PTA is a very interesting director. He really is. I feel like when I started this, I was like, he is one of our most talented directors, even still working today. With that being said, about half of his filmography I don't like. 50-50. I'm 50-50 with him. The half that I love, I absolutely adore without a shadow of a doubt. But in the second half, I just don't like at all. So I'm going to hurt a lot of people's fucking feelings tonight. I'm going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. So, then again, when do I not
pretty
hurt
consistent outside of number 10, which even then is still an 8 out of 10. But go
Which
on.
one?
Besides Inherent Vice, which was an 8 out of 10, all his other ones are 10 out of 10s, but do go on.
Number 9. We're starting from number 9 at the bottom. Incoherent Vice.
Yep, my number 10.
Good Lord. What the fuck was this movie? I'm baffled that he followed the master up with this. Look. What is this movie? I don't understand this movie. I don't understand it. How could a major studio release something like that and say, oh, and do you know what's funny about it? Speaking of that, Warner did so little to promote this movie and let it flop. When it went wide, it went into wide release in 2015. It closed after like 3 weeks in theaters. That's how low it performed. Nobody went to go see it. And can you really blame them? This movie is an utter mess. It really is. It's an utter mess. I did not connect to a single character in this movie. Not one. Not one. And you waste a good cast for them to just mumble their words and get stoned all the fucking time. The story, or lack thereof, doesn't make any lick of sense whatsoever. Oh, that's the point. They're on drugs most of the time. That's the point. That's the point of a novel. Look, I don't give a shit about the goddamn book, and I don't give a shit how it's executed in the movie. And what makes me scared is that Inherent Vice is based on a novel by this one guy, I forget the name, Thomas something.
Is it
and this
Thomas Pynchon?
Thomas Pynchon. And what makes me scared about that is that One Battle After Another is adapted from a Thomas Pynchon novel. So that makes me scared, because if it makes about a little fucking sense as this movie does, I'm gonna have a very hard time recommending that. It's just absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's just, come on now. I don't understand it. I don't. So I don't know. I don't know. I know one person that I saw a review for. I think I follow them on Letterboxd. They called it Paul Thomas Anderson's Tenet, the type of film you shouldn't try to understand it, but rather vibe with it. I'm sorry. Remember where I put Tenet in my Christopher Nolan ranking? At the bottom. Where do I put Inherent Vice? At the fucking bottom.
I ordered my hot sauce an hour ago.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I think, there's also so many show don't tell. Like, they tell, but they don't show so much. The narration, there is constant narration throughout the entire movie, and it's so fucking irritating. Whoever thought that Joanna Newsom would be a good narrator for a movie? Yes, the chick who did that song for the Strangers, the actual Strangers, not Dark City, but the actual Strangers movie. It's just, Good Lord. Why? The only good thing, I'm really reaching for this, but the only good thing I enjoyed about this movie, this is going to make people laugh. The only thing I enjoyed about this movie was Catherine Waterston was naked in that one scene. But that's it. That is so desperate, but that's how little I enjoyed in terms of my enjoyment, which is none, of this movie. It's so long, too. It's like 2 hours and 30 fucking minutes, too. It's so long. And that's a problem with PTA in the second half of his career. He just doesn't know when to fucking leave a scene alone and cut it. Good Lord. Oh, my goodness. Well, okay, the end credits because it was over, but good Lord. That movie's... Okay. Moving on to number 8. It's Licorice Pizza. Wow,
Number 9 is The Master.
I wonder why I put this low. Listen, this movie would have gotten a higher rating if they made 2 changes, but really only one mattered. This movie, for those who don't know, it's a coming of age story about these 2 people who were in California, in SoCal in the 1970s, and it's their summer together, right? Here's the problem. The main character, Alana Kane, played by Helena Hyam of, yes, the band Hyam, because PTA has worked with the band a couple of times, actually. Her character is 25 years old. Cooper Hoffman's character of Gary Valentine is only 15 years old. So what does that make Alana in this movie? Well, yeah. Why are we... And you're promoting it like it's a fucking good thing. I am baffled that PTA, at this late stage of his career, made a move like that. Oh, people are saying, oh, that's the point. That's the point. I'm just like, why are we doing this in a major motion picture? Still, in the 21st fucking century. It's creepy. It's like fucking... It really is. It's fucking creepy. And we're supposed to celebrate this fact? No, fuck you, Paul. This is sick. It's disgusting. And
Vic, if you really don't like that movie, then don't watch the movie. Then don't watch the movie Red Rocket.
Oh, it's Sean Baker. I'm never gonna fucking watch it, Soren, of course, because I already had it right here with Sean Baker. So, like, I'm ever gonna see another movie from him ever again after the Honora situation. So yeah, this movie, had they made Gary a little older, I think it would have given it a little bit more of a positive view. But that's like reaching too, because every single fucking character in this movie is unlikable. Every single one. Nobody to root for. Absolutely nobody. I'm just like, and it's supposed to be like a hangout movie. I'm just like, I like Dazed and Confused. I don't love it, but I rather watch Dazed and Confused. At least there's characters you actually kind of like. In this movie, there's nothing. And what's with the subplot with the John Michael Higgins? Remember from Pitch Perfect? One of the judges in Pitch Perfect. He has this Japanese wife, and he's like talking fake Asian. And people have defended saying, oh, and that's how they were back then. I'm just like, it doesn't fucking matter if they did it back then. I feel like there's no reason for it. If they brought up the whole racist culture in the 70s, okay, that's different. But they don't. They do it as a fucking joke. So yeah, Asian stereotypes. This movie's fucking racist too. I don't get it. I really don't. I really do not. Nope, I really don't. And by the way, I have a bone to pick with both of you because Soren, you gave it a 5. Jared, I think you gave it a 4.5, maybe a 4. Yeah, a 4. Excuse me. So I have a bone to pick with you two. What do you two see in this movie? I legit want to know. What do you two see in this pedophilia piece of shit?
I'm going to say that it's been a while since I've seen it, and I don't remember a lot from it at this point. But I just remember kind of enjoying it and knowing that, the age gap is very, very questionable and everything, but I'm also like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think you're supposed to go along with it and everything, but it is just about
But the
them
movie's
figuring themselves
actively
out.
feels like it's celebrated. It's supposed to be a happy ending. So that's where I kind of beg the question. Paul,
Hey, put it to you
what
this
kind of
way,
drugs were
Vic.
you on?
Hey, put it to you this way, Vic. At least it's a better Best Picture nominee that year than Don't Look Up.
2021 was a terrible year for the. But again, fuck the Academy. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Fuck the Academy. So I can give us the two shits what they think, especially in 2021, which was a dismal year for movies. It was pretty sad when A Quiet Place Part 2 was my best film of the year that year. Like, yeah, it was just like, and it's so long. It's just like the one of the only entertaining parts about that movie was Bradley Cooper, like he plays John Peters. Yes,
I
John
do.
Peters.
Also, I believe John C. Reilly is in this movie
Yes,
briefly.
he is. He plays Herman Munster for like 5 seconds.
And a better monster movie than the Rob Zombie one.
Yeah, exactly.
And I still have a guilty pleasure for it, don't get me wrong.
But yeah, Licorice Pizza, I can't recommend it. I mean, yeah, you're saying, oh yeah, you could say that my morals are dictating the actual, the movie, which I think is very well filmed. PTA is actually moving the camera this time after a couple movies where he doesn't really ever move the camera all that much. So that's nice. But it's just like, and the soundtrack is good. And I think the performances are pretty good for the most part. Again, it's just the script. You're going to hear me say this a lot. It's the script. That's the problem. Number 8 will be, I already did number 8. Number 7. This one, if people wouldn't kill me now after Licorice Pizza, they're gonna kill me now. Number 7 is There Will Be Blood.
This is my
Number
favorite
8 is
movie.
ironically Hard 8.
I don't get it. I still don't get it. This movie is way too long. It's way too boring. Sure, is Daniel Day-Lewis great in it? Absolutely. I cannot take anything away from that man. He did his fucking job right. Okay? Paul Dano, same thing. Okay? But this movie's fucking boring. It really is. It's boring. It's like, I don't really connect with any of the characters all that much. And it's just a movie. Like, I don't want to watch a movie about oil. It's just me, but I don't want to watch a movie where they're talking about oil for 2 hours and 38 fucking minutes. I don't get it. And like, there are a couple of parts where I think in the third act where I think is really good. Remember the scene where his son, when he's grown up, goes up to him and talks to him in that little like confrontation that they have? That's a good scene. But I think by that point, it's far too little too late. And the ending sucks. That's not an ending. That is not an ending. He just kills him with a fucking bowling ball and that's it. The movie's over. Oh, because of the title? That's why it makes it a good ending? No. It's an abrupt stop. It's not an ending. Okay?
Well, obviously he's not a golfer.
I will watch Happy Gilmore 3 compared to There Will Be Blood 2.
Can't wait to see it.
It's just, I'm sorry. It's just, a lot of it is so boring to me. You're going to hear me say that again with the next movie because number 6 is Phantom Thread.
Number 7 is Boogie Nights.
Phantom Thread, look, I like it better than There Will Be Blood, and I think it's still kind of boring, but less boring than There Will Be Blood. I think Daniel Day-Lewis is better in this movie than he was in There Will Be Blood. I think in this movie he's more subdued, but he's like really good at being subdued rather than going freaking over the top with the fucking I drink your milkshake, whatever, I like him in this movie. And this movie kind of reminded me of Punch Drunk Love, which you'll see much higher on this list, but it's kind of a classier version of Punch Drunk Love. There's a couple of things that I have issues with. Number 1, I don't buy the romance one bit. I don't consider this to be a romance. This is like a fucking, like, what do you call it? Especially by the end of the movie, it's just like female manipulator type of stuff. This is not a romance by the end of this movie. It's kind of fucked up. She's drugging him the entire movie. I'm like, no, I don't. And people are saying that the ending is all beautiful and stuff. No, not after when she fucking drugs him. and they're both fucked up individuals. I can't connect. In some ways, I kind of could see a little bit of myself in Daniel Day-Lewis's character, who he likes to have a routine and stuff like that. But again, I just don't like. I realize that I really do struggle with period pieces. I really do struggle with, depending on the subject at hand. But it's just, I don't know. There's not enough in it that really kind of, there's not oomph. And compared to Punch Drunk Love, the love story is just, I don't know. If I felt empty by the end of this. I didn't hate it, but I felt empty when it was over. I didn't know what to think. Luckily, that is, I believe, the last PTA movie where you're going to hear me say something negative about. So the top 5 are going to be all positive. And aside from The Master, all of them are in the first half of his career. Gee, I wonder why. I think I prefer him stealing from other filmmakers rather than the style that he did later. I think I preferred him stealing stuff from Martin Scorsese or Jonathan Demme or Robert Altman compared to, I don't know. Number 5 will be Hard 8, his directorial debut.
Number 6 is Punch Drunk Love.
This movie is a little slow at the beginning, but what I like about this movie is the characters, especially Philip Baker Hall. He is terrific in this movie. And same with John C. Reilly. Even Gwyneth Paltrow is good in this movie. But again, Gwyneth Paltrow has been good in a couple of things, but ever since Goop, we think of Gwyneth Paltrow in a different way. And also, believe it or not, Sam Jackson's in it. So, of course, Sam Jackson, it's going to be a good movie because it has Sam Jackson in it. And he plays the bad guy. And it's a very low...
Sam Jackson was in Cell, and I heard that movie sucked.
Oh, I never saw Cell, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
There's a good script. Even though this is his debut film, I think he was only, this is 96. PTA was born in 1970, so he's like only 25 years old when he made this movie.
Lucky him. I'm 26 years old, and I still have yet to even get a job.
It's just like, especially when he was in his 20s, he made the best fucking shit of his career. I mean, it's baffling to me. He was 20. He's about as old as I am. And he made Hard 8. It's an achievement. It's a little slow at the beginning, but it picks up by a lot after, I don't know if anybody's seen this, so mild spoiler, even though this happens halfway through. After John C. Reilly kills that one dude, it really takes off from there. I think it's a really, really solid movie. And, of course, it has a lot of its foundations, the camera work, and John Boren and Michael Penn doing the music. And, yes, Aimee Mann does the song for the end credits. We're going to get to Aimee Mann for another movie. We'll get to it. But a lot of his hallmarks are already established in this movie. And this is only his directorial debut, which is crazy. Really, really good. Number 4 will be the best movie of his later period stage. That will be The Master. I know.
Number 5 is Licorice Pizza.
The more I think about it, everything, I realize The Master was my first PTA film.
The Master is a very slow movie. Do not get me wrong. It is a very slow movie. But I think the slowness has a purpose. And it has something to say. This movie, regardless of what Paul or the producers tell you, it's about Scientology. That's what it's about. They just change the names and all this other stuff. But it's basically about Scientology. Joaquin Phoenix plays this guy who has extreme PTSD. And he's just mentally kind of fucked. And he meets Philip Seymour Hoffman in one of his best roles. Although I think he was always good when he was working with PTA. Like the 4 movies he did with him, or 5 movies that he did with him, he was extraordinary in every single one of them. So, but he plays a leader of this cult, and they kind of have this it's like this platonic love for each other. That's how I would describe it. Even though, yes, the cult is very fucked up, and you have Amy Adams as Philip Seymour Hoffman's wife, who almost feels like she's running the thing, compared to, even though he's the head of the thing, he feels like in the behind the scenes she's really running it. And Amy Adams is good in the movie, by the way. But I think it's a very sad movie because it deals with that kind of PTSD post World War II, and this guy is just like, it's a downer movie, but I think it's a completely fascinating watch. It's not going to be for everybody, but if you can handle the patience of it, I think, and also it's gorgeous, shot on 70 millimeter, and it's gorgeous. It looks absolutely gorgeous.
This was around the time when I was trying to like get into movies and like watch a bunch of them. So it's like one that I remember like liking it, but also I was too young to be digesting this kind of movie.
I watched it when I did, because if I watched it when I was 17, I'd be like, fuck you, this is an overrated waste of time. But I really did love this movie. I really did. And Joaquin Phoenix, I think it's Joaquin Phoenix's best performance, actually.
That's saying a lot.
He's like a pretty fucked up guy, especially the scene in the prison, when they go to prison, and he just going at it, going crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of freakouts involving Joaquin Phoenix in this movie. He's going full on Nick Cage in this movie at times. He really is. Yeah, I think, it's a very angry movie. It's a very sad movie. And it's also, fun fact, The Master is actually PTA's favorite movie that he ever did, and I could see why. I feels like there was a personal stamp on the movie,
Mm-hmm.
It was really, really good. Now, number 3 is Punch Drunk Love. And believe it or not, I when I first watched this movie back when I was like 18 or 19, I didn't like it.
Number 4 is Phantom Thread.
What the fuck was I thinking? This is an awesome movie. It is what I like about the movie. Not only that, first of all, it's nice and concise. The movie's only 96 minutes. That's it. It is a simple story, straightforward story, but the impact that the movie has will stay with you. The screenplay is one of his best for being so simple. It's just like you care about Barry Egan, Adam Sandler's character, so much. And honestly, Punch Drunk Love, Barry Egan, played by Adam Sandler. Did Paul Thomas Anderson make a movie about me? Because I deal with very similar issues. Not everything that Barry deals with is I relate to, but a lot of it, I'm just like, what the fuck? This movie's about me? Is this movie about me? By the way, Adam Sandler, I need a rewatch of Uncut Gems is in order, but I think as of right now, I prefer him in this over Uncut Gems. I think I do. I think he is so good in this movie. He has no business being this good, but he is. He is so good. And even talking about, I saw a video where a press conference at Cannes after they premiered Punch Drunk Love, and Paul literally casted him because his movies, Adam Sandler's movies up to that point, made him laugh. And I feel like, damn, Paul Thomas Anderson having that kind of, and then him later on in his career, I think right before Licorice Pizza came out, defending Marvel and Shang-Chi. I'm like, that's just awesome. That's just great. And then Adam Sandler seemed very humbled by the experience. I think he should. Did he get nominated for an Oscar for this? If not, it was a complete catastrophe.
He didn't.
That is fucking pathetic. What? So Weinstein decided to rig it again?
Apparently, because Michael Caine was nominated. Michael Caine was nominated for a movie called A Quiet American.
Was that Weinstein? Was that Miramax?
Miramax, so yeah.
Oh, so yeah, fucking Weinstein, of course. But yeah, it's a really, and Philip Seymour Hoffman in this movie is absolutely amazing. My favorite scene involves him. It's the phone call fight. And I actually made a clip of this. My favorite bit of this movie is this bit that he says to Adam Sandler, which I'm going to play for you right now.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! You have no right to take me. Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I don't know why, but I can quote that.
He is big every time we mention K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, you son of a bitch, I'm gonna play it again.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! You have no right to take me. Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Are you gonna be quiet now?
All right, number 2.
But yeah, it's such a great movie, and cinematography is great too in that movie. It's really, really, really good. Number 2 is Boogie Nights. Since Jared talked about this movie at length, I don't think I have really that much to offer at the table, although I will say something.
Number 3 is There Will Be Blood, and number 2 is One Battle After Another, and which means we have the same number 1.
We'll get to number 1 when I get to number 1 because I feel like we have the same one. But I will say this that Jared refused to talk about for some reason. Mark Wahlberg in that movie might be the best performance he's ever done in his entire career. I forgot. He didn't say anything.
You know, of like all. I'm trying to think of like all the Mark Wahlberg performances that I've seen, but yeah, straight up and everything, I would probably agree with you.
Yes, I think it is just an incredible performance. I don't think I've ever seen him that good ever again. Well, The Departed he was amazing in. Oh, boy, it's been a while since I've seen The Departed, so it's in order for where. And I've never even seen the Fighter either, but it's just like he is absolutely remarkable in that movie. Just like the cinema, like the camera work. I love PTA's camera work in that and number 1, which we'll get to. It's just Jared said everything I needed to say. You know, I don't really got that much to say. That leads me down to number 1, and folks, I've been waiting to talk about this movie ever since the episode we did on it fucked with me because my internet went down. And now I'm going to take this opportunity, if you don't mind, for a few minutes to talk about this movie because I need to fucking redeem myself. I really do. I need to redeem myself and put this chapter to bed. And I can finally say that I can talk about this movie on this show. So number 1, I think everybody knows my number 1 is Magnolia at this point.
Which is my number 1 as well.
I think this is a masterpiece. This is a masterpiece of a movie. There is not a single thing in this movie that I would cut. It's his longest movie, yet it flows by so fucking fast. Like the last time I watched it, I'm just like, wow. It's just absolutely amazing. Like this movie means so much to me. I relate to this movie so much. This movie, I don't know if anybody saw my Letterboxd review that I did when I rewatched this movie, but this movie, especially for people who suffer through, hard times in life or depression or things like that, obviously I have my hardships too, and everybody does, but this movie is so fucking relatable to me, especially if you're like about as on a low state like most of these characters in this movie are. I mean, this movie to me is like, I'll give you an example. It is like, I said this in my review, that this movie is like someone you love giving you a big hug. And this movie is that someone you love giving you a big hug and telling you everything is going to be okay. I know that sounds corny. I know that might sound pretentious to some, but that's what this movie feels like to me. This movie, it's like a therapy session for 3 hours and 8 minutes. And it's just an incredibly healing film to me. It is a powerful film. The acting is second to fucking none. There is not one fucking performance that is not immaculate. In particular, I want to shout out a couple of people that are really good. Tom Cruise, Julianne Moore, Jason Robards, Philip Seymour Hoffman, John C. Reilly, and Melora Walters. They are all outstanding. Maybe even career best for all of them. Especially Tom Cruise. Like, look, Jerry Maguire is my favorite movie. I've said that for years. And it's my favorite performance that he's ever done. But this is what I thought the best performance he's ever done. Frank T.J. Mackey, Tame the Cunt. It's just Seduce and Destroy. It's just like
Tame the Cunt, aka the plot of the movie Teeth.
This movie, like that whole subplot, by the way, Tom Cruise, it kind of foreshadowed Andrew Tate and the Manosphere quite a bit. And that was 1999, and he was saying all this, which is crazy. The other big star of the show, yes, Aimee Mann's songs. this movie would not be what it is without her songs. I think Soren could agree. This movie would not be as special without her songs. It wouldn't. The songs are a character in this movie. They really are. All the songs. This is one of the best soundtracks of all time just because of her damn songs. It is absolutely amazing. When you get to the Wise Up sequence, which, of course, everybody knows that sequence. Even people who haven't seen the movie, everybody knows that sequence. It could have been like this. That if Paul executed this thing wrong, it could have been pretentious as hell. But no, listen to the lyrics of that damn song, and connect with everything that had happened by that point in the movie. Everything just fucking fits. And you know what's even crazier? Wise Up was actually originally written for Jerry Maguire. I shit you not. It was going to play right after Dorothy gave Jerry the divorce papers, right when they split up. But instead, Cameron Crowe thought it didn't fit the scene. He decided to just play Secret Garden and Bruce Springsteen again, like he did earlier in the movie, which I think was a wise choice. No pun intended. But the way they used the song in this movie is one of the most powerful fucking scenes in any movie. I'm telling you, this movie it's one of these movies that genuinely changed my life for the better. It really is that great. Soren, since you never talked about Magnolia, you want to talk a little bit about it? I'm gonna before I continue. You want to talk a little bit about Magnolia?
You pretty much said everything. One thing I will say that it does make the friggin' frogs gay.
Yes, it does. The frog scene. Listen, that's another scene that could have been fucking pretentious, but it really isn't. It almost becomes like a disaster movie by that point. And fucking ILM animated those frogs. ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, did the effects for this. It's absolutely amazing that they did a movie like this. This movie was snubbed at pretty much every single fucking Oscar it could ever swing. I think it was only nominated for a couple.
Original screenplay, best original song, and best supporting actor.
That's it? Not even best picture? That's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic.
By the way, remember when I said Sixth Sense was my pick for original screenplay? Scratch that. This is my pick.
Magnolia is easily. And honestly, I'm gonna be a little bit controversial right now. I love Fight Club, right? I've always said Fight Club was my favorite film in 1999. I'm going to need to watch Fight Club again to really, get a grasp of how I feel about it, even though I know I love it. But it's been a while. It's been a couple of years. But I think I'm going to make it official. Magnolia is my favorite film of 1999 because of how much it means to me personally. And even though in the second half of his career, Paul just went with all the boring and, in the case of Licorice Pizza, pedophilia shit, I will never hate this guy because he made a movie that connected with me so deeply and so personally. Everything about it, there is not like I said, not one scene needed to be cut for a movie that was 3 hours long. It has one of the most insane casts we'll ever see, to the point where even like Clark Gregg, Agent Coulson in the MCU, is in this movie for a second. It's just like, this movie speaks to me on such a personal level. It moves me. It almost made me cry. The last time I saw it, almost made me cry by the end. It's just so amazing. It is just like, Jared, I cannot state this enough. You need to see this movie. I think this is a movie that you will connect to just as much as I would. I mean.
I need to see it because I will see it by the end of this month because it is leaving Criterion at the end of this month.
Well, you got about what? That'll make it 10 days. We got into the Halloween special, which I'm actually going to announce the Halloween special at the end because I have determined the movie I know we're going with, and it's the movie that we were talking backstage last week. I'm confirming it now. That movie. Don't say it on the air because we're saving it for the end. But Magnolia, this movie is fucking amazing. If you haven't seen it, I know everybody's like, after One Battle of Another, everybody's watching a lot of PTA movies. I think this is his masterpiece. I need to see one Battle After Another. Maybe it is a masterpiece, but this is the movie that will forever. I don't think it's gonna beat this. I don't think it's gonna beat Magnolia for me. Anybody who hasn't seen Magnolia, you need to. It's long. It's very long, and it's daring, and it is just provocative at times. But everything in that movie has a point. But camera angle, the camera is just second to none in that movie. It's just there's so much I could say, so little time. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Magnolia number 1. And now we're going to go on to the main review. But first, I gotta play this because now I'm trying to put a clip before we go into the review. So in this case, it's a New Line movie. I'm gonna play this.
And now, our feature presentation.
Very simple. It's the beginning of the VHS of Dark City, but we're going to talk about Dark City today, and believe it or not, I also put that in there because I am not going to show you a single fucking TV spot for Dark City. You want to know why? Because it gives away fucking everything. Even the TV spot shows you too much, and I want my audience.
Which makes sense. But then again, the theatrical cut spoils everything in the first two minutes, so there.
Oh, don't get me started. We're going to get to that, trust me. But I'm not going to play a single fucking spot for you today because it gives away, like, it shows parts of the third act. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. I don't want to do that to you. I want people to see this movie. I really do. You have to go in blind for this movie. So with that being said, let's cut to the actual review. Dark City is a 1998 neo-noir science fiction film directed by Alex Proyas, screenplay by Alex Proyas, Lev Dobbs, and David S. Goyer, of all fucking people. Story by Alex Proyas, produced by Andrew Mason and Alex Proyas, starring Rufus Sewell, Kiefer Sutherland, Jennifer Connelly, Richard O'Brien, Ian Richardson, and William Hurt. Released on February 27, 1998 by New Line Cinema. Budget was $27 million, and it made $27.2 million, making it a
Yay! Yay! Oh no!
I don't know what it flopped.
I know. That's why I'm just being like, yay! It didn't make money. That's sad.
A man struggles with memories of his past, including a wife he cannot remember, in a nightmarish world with no sun and run by beings with telekinetic powers who seek the souls of humans. 78% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb, 66 on Metacritic, 3.7 on Letterboxd, and B- on CinemaScore. Now, like I said to you before, you need to go in blind for this movie. And there's another thing you gotta do. We're reviewing the director's cut today. We are not reviewing the fucking theatrical cut. You wanna know why? Explain it again, Soren. Explain the reason why.
Because it spoils itself in the first 2 minutes.
Yes, it does. Because New Line was so scared that people wouldn't get it. They asked Alex Proyas to add an opening narration, which pretty much gives away the plot twist at the end of the second act of this movie. And Alex Proyas, believe it or not, said yes for some reason. Probably just to get the movie out there. Why? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you ruin your movie before it even starts? It's like it's almost like they don't. It's like the audience are dummies and they don't want them piecing it all together in their head. Oh, because this movie is actually smart. And yet they released Magnolia with no cuts required or any edits required. So I don't know what the hell New Line was smoking. But I think, in my opinion, the reason why it flopped, I think this movie was a hard sell for people. I really do think so. It was a very hard sell at the time. Maybe now it would have made money, but not 1998.
I think, yeah, it's like because I love the movie, and I know some people who would like the movie, but I don't know who else I would like. I don't know if I could recommend this to just some random stranger. Be like, hey, watch this movie.
I think I would. Actually. I think I personally would. I think it's it has a lot going for it. Even though, a lot of people would be confused by the first 2/3 of this movie. Like I was the first time. I was like, what the when I was
Yeah, I
watching,
was gonna say, Hunter. You know why this movie flopped? Because Titanic was still dominating.
Yes, Titanic didn't help, but the marketing didn't either. The marketing, watch the trailer. It gives away pretty much everything. I'm just like, what? Again, New Line was scared. They were scared. It was very simple. They were scared. And they delayed it several times. It was supposed to come out in 1997.
Oh,
It was
wow.
supposed to come out on October 17th, 1997. Then they pushed it to January 9th, 1998. And then finally to the final release, February 27th, 1998. And apparently, they wanted to also retitle the movie Dark World or Dark Empire to not confuse people with the recently released movie at that time, Mad City, which is a movie with John Travolta and Dustin Hoffman, which I don't think that movie even did well. So what was the damn point? So yeah, it's just New Line. I love New Line. Okay, believe it or not, I looked at my Letterboxd stats. Out of all the studios that I've watched, out of all the movies that I've watched this year, I think 19 or 20 of them this year were New Line stuff. I'm in my New Line phase right now. New Line, especially back then, was the king shit of movies. From 1995 to about 2004, they knocked out of the park most of the time. Yeah, they had stickers like Mortal Kombat Annihilation and Freddy vs. Jason here and there, but they all had a lot of hits, and this is one of them. I mean, for me, it was a hit, even though it wasn't commercially a hit.
Yeah, no.
I think this movie you have to have patience for, because this movie at first is very slow. It is very confusing. I was confused and I was slow. I was like, when is it going now? And go ahead.
It gives you question upon question upon question without answering much in the beginning.
Unless you watch the theatrical cut, then it gives away everything for you.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you can
that's
follow
true.
along
That's
just fine. But you have to pay attention to everything. This is not a movie where you could just go ahead and just go on your phone or take a snooze, take a nap. This movie commands your fucking attention from start to finish, and you will be. I will get to it later, but you will be rewarded with the twist at the end. Not the end, but it is one of the most game-changing twists in any movie. I think it is one of the most. I was like, what the fuck?
I also just I love how simple the movie opens. Obviously there's also kind of the cold opening with Kiefer Sutherland and stuff, but I'm talking more specifically Rufus Sewell, waking up in the bathtub and everything. It's just it's such a simple opening of okay, this is clearly our main character.
Here he is.
He himself is like, where am I? What am I doing here? And just it starts from there. The mystery starts from there.
The movie gives me this vibe of one of those PC point click games from the 90s.
That is that's probably the best description for this movie, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's one of those games. This is before Telltale, I think, but
yeah,
those kinds of games where it's all mystery and you're trying to figure out and put up the pieces. It reminds me of those kinds of games,
Oh my god, I could imagine this as a point and click kind of game.
I'm surprised Telltale didn't even do it. They could make it in the dark.
Telltale, we're giving you free ideas.
Yep.
I don't think Telltale.
Just don't.
Are they still
the whole? Just don't.
I know they came back.
Just don't spoil the whole game at the beginning, and we'll be good.
But yeah, I think even right down to, first of all, that one thing that really speaks to mind about this movie is the production design. This movie, I want to say this for a fact because this really does matter. This movie was shot, I believe, at Fox Studios Australia. And this is very important because what else a year later shot at Fox Studios Australia that has almost similar buildings? The Matrix.
The Matrix.
And that's not only the only comparison between The Matrix, because this movie has so many connections to The Matrix, but it was shot using
I'll even say
the
retroactively
rooftops, I think it's the same rooftops that Trinity was running at the beginning of The Matrix. I believe that they are the same rooftops.
I would say retroactively from my Oscar list, I think this movie should have won Best Cinematography and Best Production Design.
I think it is just immaculately put together.
Yeah, no, yes.
I think it is a mixture. Even they say like this is a mixture of so many different eras, the 40s, the present, even like something like the 50s. They just mush it together into one world. And it's just like I haven't seen anything like this before or since.
No, like I mean, again, like you take one of those elements from it. Yeah, I've seen that, but not just any of it like put together quite like this.
Mm-hmm. It's just like it is absolutely just amazing. The other thing I wanted to talk about is like, you know, the acting and the characters and things like that. I feel like, look, this was not my first movie that I saw with Rufus Sewell in it. Unfortunately, my first one, I think, as far as I know, was a movie called Bless the Child. Ever heard of that movie with Kim Basinger and Jimmy Smits?
I don't know.
I may have heard.
Terrible in it. He's awful in it. Okay, he's awful in it. He's the bad guy in that movie. He's awful in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the next movie I saw him in was M. Night Shyamalan's Old. And again, he was awful in it, probably because of how bad the writing was. He's the guy with the
Bedside Sedan.
Brando and that guy. And Old was just a terrible movie. But then I saw Dark City. I'm like, oh, I didn't know this guy could actually act. That's the first time I saw it.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of like, there's not a whole lot off the top of my head and everything that I have seen him in. He is in the Kenneth Branagh Hamlet for like 2 seconds. And he's in the Starz miniseries adaptation of Pillars of the Earth. And he's fantastic in that. This movie makes me, I'm just like, man, I wish like Rufus Sewell like just really took off and just was like a big time actor because he's great.
Yeah, he is great in this movie, even though his accent does slip because I think he's trying to do an American accent like several times. Oh, the British is getting in there, but yeah, he is absolutely great. Kiefer Sutherland, I've never seen Kiefer Sutherland act like this before. Like he is a fucking weird guy in this movie. He is the weird guy. I think he's schizophrenic. Like
funny fact, I was watching this and Morgan was sitting with me. She wasn't watching the movie, but she was just annoyed by Kiefer Sutherland. How he talks like this, because he says like 2 words and then he pauses between them.
Yes. Federal agent Jack Bauer, definitely not. What happened to Jack? I don't know idea, but yeah, he's great. I think other than Jack Bauer, I think that might be my favorite role that Kiefer Sutherland's ever done, and he's done quite a few good things. But like Lost Boys, he's great in that. And A Few Good Men, he's good for the limited time that he's on screen. But like this is like an out there role for him. Like he probably had a ton of fun just playing somebody else that's not exactly like him. Jennifer Connelly is very good. Obviously, she's fucking gorgeous. Because then again, I feel like comparison time because I'm gonna have to roast Sydney Sweeney again. Jennifer Connelly is fucking sexy as hell, and she's so beautiful. But she could act. She could act her fucking ass off. And this movie, and apparently in A Beautiful Mind, which I've never seen, she could act. She acts really good in that movie too. But she's really good in here as the wife who's may or may not be his actual wife. I think she's really good. William Hurt though, that almost, I mean, other than Rufus Sewell, he might be my favorite character in the whole thing.
Oh, he's so good. At first, like, because I mean, I know William Hurt and everything, but I'm so used to seeing him as Thaddeus Ross. So whenever he doesn't have the mustache, I'm just like, who is this guy? Oh wait, yeah, it's William Hurt. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine when you get to Lost in Space. Oh, that's Thaddeus Ross as the father. I've never seen Lost in Space, but believe it or not, I want to watch it as like a dumb movie Friday night, like some dumb movie. I'll get to it someday.
And of all movies to finally dethrone Titanic.
Yeah,
Lost
it's
in
funny
Space.
because he did that for New Line too. He did that right after Dark City. But yeah, and it's funny too because a lot of the things indie directors cut, not just the narration, but like there are a couple other things like Hunter mentioned. Believe it or not, in the theatrical cut, when Jennifer Connelly is singing, she got dubbed over by someone else. In the director's cut, if you watch the director's cut, that is actually her singing. So that's another reason. I felt New Line decided to do that.
I felt so because like I was noticing like, especially with the second song she sings, like I really like her singing and stuff in the first one, but then even with like the second one, I was like, the singing's not like great here. That it felt raw and everything.
I
was like, oh, this is her singing actually, but it works for the scene and everything and what that character should be feeling at that time and everything. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the use of the song that, you know, introduces her basically.
Yeah, I just feel like this movie has this like really like, the cinematography in this movie reminds me of the opening scene to The Matrix. It has almost the exact same fucking color time. Remember when Trinity and the police, it has almost the exact same color timing. So until the very end, which we'll get to because I think the ending, the cinematography stands out for obvious reasons. But okay, I cannot go this much longer without talking about the twist and what it really all means. So I'm going to warn you now, for people who haven't seen it, consider yourself warned because this movie is so special. I recommend you seeing this movie in the director's cut form. It is an astonishing movie. Have patience. You will be rewarded. Now let's talk about this thing because...
Spoiler alert, the Titanic sinks at the end.
We're not talking about Titanic. Everybody knows fucking Titanic. Everybody knows the ending of that one. But I'm talking about Dark City. I want to start by kind of talking about The Strangers, not them piece of shit mass bag fuckers, the real Strangers movie, because they are creepy as fuck. They are creepy. They are so creepy, and
they're like Zordon meets Voldemort.
Yeah, that's a good explanation. Zordon meets Voldemort and
meets Nosferatu.
And the fucking one dude from Rocky Horror is like one of the main henchmen. So and he think he was like had white face paint that whole movie. So that that obviously was there, but like these villains are fucking like even the little kid. Like there's a little kid when he's like, yeah,
he's the creepiest one, I think.
Oh my god, and they're just floating around. I think. Again, another Matrix comparison. They remind me of Agent Smith and his army in some capacity, but I think Agent Smith is a little bit more of a character in my view, and a lot more entertaining, obviously, and fun. But they remind me of that, and I feel like I said, the whole thing of this movie, the whole movie reminds me of the Matrix in so many different levels. I feel like to be fair, if I had to compare, I think the Matrix has a little bit more to say compared to Dark City. Dark City is more about entertainment mystery aspects. I feel like the Matrix is a statement, but
I think, especially if I want to get into my philosophical stuff and everything, they both touch on the same things.
And you know what?
Identity. It's about identity. It's about being your true self.
The Matrix is more about like kind of explaining it, or giving an explanation for it to fill the audience in.
Basically. And this movie also showed won Best Visual Effects over What Dreams May Come.
Actually, you know what's funny? I think the visual effects still hold up.
Oh, I was thinking so too.
Because even though they do look cartoony at times, considering this world is so weird, I think it fucking fits.
And certainly over Armageddon, but that's
no,
story.
fuck you. Armageddon special effects all the way. That movie looks amazing. They were actually on the damn moon. Better than First Man, anyway.
The door dissolving effect is really cool, and the city moving.
The turning. Oh
yes.
It's just like, and the telekinesis. It's just absolutely insane. And okay. I feel like we kind of have to put the pieces together now, and we really got to talk about Necklace, because when the scene happens, when Kiefer Sutherland and William Hurt and Rufus Sewell all together in this one little corner of a room, where they want to find Shell Beach, right? So they found it. It's just this big wallpaper. It's just like this wall, and they're like, and then they thought that they come up behind it, but then her and Sewell team up to destroy the wall. And when this revelation hits that they're in fucking space the whole time and pretty much the strangers are fucking aliens, my mind was fucking blown. You should have seen me the first time I saw it. I'm like, oh my god, it is one of the best payoffs in every. Oh my god, it is one of the best payoffs. Best plot twist. I think it's more impactful to me compared to The Sixth Sense, when Bruce Willis was dead the whole time. Even though I love The Sixth Sense, I love it. Don't get me wrong, but that ending was not about the twist in my view. But this twist, which is not even the end of the movie, it's like the end of the second act. What was your reaction the first time you saw this? I really want to know from either of you. I want to know, because
my first reaction when I first saw, because I want to say I saw this movie like 5 or 6 years ago for the first time. So I can't remember. I remember being blown. But this time around, I was blown in a different way, because if you read my review at all, the movie's Gnostic connections.
What the hell is a Gnostic connection?
Okay. Let me explain this, because the Matrix has it too, and a lot of things.
Oh, so like it's like the Matrix, where the revelation of the real world with the fucking machines.
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, because in the 90s, this storytelling idea became very popular. Like it's crazy how popular just in the 90s everybody did this thing. So to talk about, this is going to be weird, early Christianity, there were these people called the Gnostics that believed a certain way, and their whole shtick was that in the Garden of Eden, the God that was in the Garden of Eden was not like
the true God.
The true God. He was what's called a demiurge. He was like created.
This is like some false god type of stuff.
Yes. He was a false god, basically, that didn't know that a higher god above him actually existed. He thought that he was God. And he keeps Adam and Eve in the garden, contained from the rest of the world and everything that exists outside the garden. And this is weird too, because we know, like in the story and everything, it's kind of like the devil, Satan, is supposed to be the serpent. In the Gnostic tradition, the serpent is actually Jesus, who is the son of the higher God that, exists outside of the garden.
And Neo
And
is
he
Jesus,
gives them knowledge.
and John Murdoch is Jesus. Is this what we're getting at?
he gives them knowledge that they are trapped inside this bubble, basically, and they have to escape. This is what the watchers in this are, or not the watchers, the strangers in this are the false god, basically. The false gods keeping everybody in this city and everything, and they morph the city constantly to change, to confuse people, to keep people from not straying too far away and everything. And they obviously figure out in the movie that there is an outside world similar to the Matrix, and that's what Gnosticism kind of is.
Yeah, but like this whole thing with the fact that the city is pretty much this shot of the city, and then it's pretty much just it's a fucking spaceship.
Yes,
it's just like, wow. It's unbelievable. And then the third act, from that point forward, it is just batshit crazy action extravaganza. Maybe not the level of the Matrix. I think I prefer the third act of the Matrix a little more, but it's still fucking amazing. It's so fucking cool.
Oh.
It is so fucking cool when it is pretty much fucking fighting with their minds the entire time. It's almost like a fucking Dragon Ball Z episode. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. It is absolutely crazy, and it's just like, wow, that is like, this movie has one of the best finishes to any movie, I think, like payoffs wise, and the fact, it's just like, oh my god, everything makes sense now. Well, there is one question that needs to be answered. How did John Murdoch get those fucking powers? Never explained.
Yeah, no. They like,
may want a sequel. I don't know.
They briefly just they kind of like bring it up, sorta, and then don't say anything really.
I think that's a bit of a shame. Granted, the movie was already as well as risky as it gets for the time. Maybe I don't know if it was intentionally supposed to be ambiguous, or they ran out of money, or they just forgot to put in one. But
also, do we want to talk about the ending yet, or
the actual ending to this movie?
Yeah,
I think we should.
Yeah, because when I was watching it too and everything, it reminded me a lot of the Truman Show in a way.
Oh, I can see that, to be honest.
In fact,
like they're in
visually,
the water.
even it's similar.
Yeah. Except the water's not fake here.
It is. I think it's just one of the most rewarding endings. That's like satisfying,
and I love,
and also a bit emotional too.
Yeah, and also what I really love is that Mr. Hand, like, he's talking with him before this final scene about he's dying soon and all this other, and then when John Murdoch opens the door, and the fucking, you never see this before in before the movie, or really before, it's just this explosion of color as the sun finally comes out. He controls the sun. He finally lets the amount of color goes on the screen. It has that little soft focus to make you like almost like adjusting your eyes. It is just truly a brilliant detail, and then the whole thing just looks so colorful compared to the rest of the movie. I'm just like, wow, this is a payoff. This is an absolute payoff. It's like Neo flying off at the end of The Matrix with Rage Against the Machine playing, almost to that degree. But it's just like, Alex Proyas, I'm going to be frank, this movie's better than The Crow. This movie's better than The Crow.
I haven't seen The Crow.
Thank God.
But I'm going to say it is.
I'm going to beat my ass. But, I think it's better than The Crow. And you want to know why? At least the movie doesn't end on a fucking freeze frame. Because The Crow has like several freeze frames.
The Crow ends on a freeze frame?
I hate freeze frames so much in movies. I hate them. I absolutely do. It takes me right out of it. It's so corny whenever they do it. It's so corny. But this movie decides to just fade to black. So thank God. the music's very good. The music is very, very good. I found out today that the score was done by Trevor Jones, who also did the score to G.I. Jane.
Oh, wow.
And I saw G.I. Jane a couple of weeks ago for the first time. It's not bad, but, I want to see G.I. Jane 2 more. I think it could be better. But yeah, like, this movie is just like, if you have the patience for it, it's just one of the most rewarding experiences. I think it's one. Is it the best neo-noir? I don't know.
I don't know. I'd have to go through a bunch of my neo-noir. It's definitely.
I think it's in the conversation, like right up there with like
it's so
LA
ambitious and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Than
it just
some
reminds
other
me
like
of a
neo-noirs.
And I think it's right up there with LA Confidential as one of my favorite neo-noirs.
This kind of, which this movie is a neo-noir, but it's also just a noir, but I would say just because it's a newer movie and everything, it's kind of neo-noir. This Road to Perdition.
That's a good movie.
That I feel like was influenced by this movie in some ways.
I have to rewatch it because I remember loving it, and since it was inspired by Dark City, I'm gonna have to look at it again.
Just in terms of style and color and
they use a lot of like gray and
green and just black. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's so well done. I mean, the fact that a major studio would take a risk like this, because I think back in that time, it was such a risky movie to just do. It is just, it was at that point in time. Another thing before, I forget. You know who was a major champion of this movie?
Roger Ebert.
Roger Ebert.
4-star review, called it the best film of 1998.
And keep in mind, he reviewed the theatrical cut, so that's saying something.
And he gave it 4 stars anyway. That makes him. And he's the one that just gives away everything. 4 stars. But it's just like, I don't know what Siskel thought of it, though. I don't know what the hell Siskel thought of it. But I know Ebert, like, he was praising this movie left and right. It was just like, it was like one of, like, he did the commentary at one point. I think it was on the DVD. He did the audio commentary. That's how much of a fan he was of it.
But before we finish up too, I also wanted to mention this.
Jessica liked it too. I checked.
The story of how I watched this movie is an interesting one because the director's cut is not like streaming free anywhere. Like you can rent
you have to buy it.
Yeah,
I had to pirate it. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to not say watch it on my phone, and I really didn't want to find it on my phone and then say project it on the TV and stuff. I was just searching on my Roku TV, and I type in Dark City, director's cut, and if you search on a Roku TV and everything, it gives options and stuff of where to find it. Like it'll say Prime rent for free.
Yeah, that's
whatever.
Amazon TV does that too.
Do all this, and then it has more options. And I pressed more options, and it said that it was on a Roku TV app that sounded so obscure and not very. It was very third party-esque.
Oh boy.
I don't remember what it was called, but the end of it was .tv. So I knew I'm listen, I'll be able to watch it free and everything. It'll be fine. I put it on, and it starts out where image is like stretched.
Oh
And
God.
then it reverts back to, you know, widescreen with, the black bars on top and everything. And everything
what the hell was
is
with the
good.
stretched part?
Huh?
Was the opening scene or something? It was stretched?
Every now and then it would like get stretched where it just like filled the whole screen up of the TV. So like the black bars were gone and everything. So that things were just off and everything. And then in the corner, like right there, would be like advertisements popping up every now and then. just little advertisements, like Progressive is just playing, right here for a little bit, and then it's gone. And then I was like, oh, they're doing that so that because this is an app that doesn't have, the rights to be using this movie.
Oh, so this is one of these illegal.
So they were, putting shit and everything. And then at one point, as I was watching the movie, I was about maybe 45 minutes in. The movie started like kind of like buffering. I saw like the three dots at the end.
This sounds illegal.
And then my entire TV turned off and turned back on.
Oh no!
It that app crashed my TV.
Oh my God!
But then the rest of it was smooth sailing.
Oh my!
Aside for every now and then a little ad popping up that you couldn't even hear, which was good at least. But
jeez. Oh my God, that sounds awful.
The things I do to watch
Streamia, which I showed you a couple of weeks ago after the whole Disney boycott shit. Use that app. At least you will not have a hard time. But I think it's a true tour de force. I don't think Alex Proyas was ever this good ever again. Yeah, iRobot, I remember being decent. I haven't seen it in a while.
It was okay.
After iRobot, it's just knowing that movie was a piece of shit. That movie's awful. The ending especially, but like, what the fuck are you thinking? And then I heard so many bad things about Gods of Egypt. I don't even want to touch that thing. I know you love that piece of shit god awful movie.
Jared. Yeah, I do. It's the unofficial third entry in the remake trilogy of Clash of the Titans.
Oh my God. But yeah, Alex Proyas was never this good ever again, and I don't know. I'm not sure if because the studio system kept fucking with him. I know on iRobot he had a very hard time, but it's just I don't know. I like how could you go for your best movie and then you just flatline like that? I really don't know. By the way, this movie won the Saturn Award for best science fiction film back in 1998, and it was tied. You want to know who was tied with? Armageddon.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The Saturn Awards are on my side about Armageddon, and I'm happy about that.
From sugar to shit.
Oh, fuck you too. You shut up about Armageddon. Or else we're gonna fucking.
Even Texas Sparrow, even though I haven't seen it.
Jeez. For me, Dark City, the director's cut at least I give it a 5. I think it's a perfect movie. 5.
Yeah, it's 5.
9 out of 10 for me.
Well, of course, because I mean, again, he did give it a 4.5, so I guess that would be a 9 out of 10 on his scale. Now,
9 out of 10 is like a 5 out of 5, basically, for me.
Yeah, I know. Your all-time favorites are 10s. I get it. But next week, we're doing the Halloween. I'm going to make sure if it's the fucking next week's Halloween or not. I got to make sure before I fuck everything up. Yeah, it is. So we're doing the Halloween special. And I was talking to these two and Shane in advance last week before we went on the air. Not last week, 2 weeks ago now. Getting my words
I know.
mixed up there. About what we should do. I already had 2 movies and I fought out. And I said the first one, and everybody was all in on it, especially Chayton felt like, he was very supportive of the movie that I chose, and he is willing to go to bat for me for if I get backlash for picking this movie. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it because it's Halloween. It involves the supernatural in some way. Oh my god, folks! Interview with the Vampire. I'm gonna force the Dunstmania 4.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it.
Here comes the backlash. Here goes, fuck you, you bias. You do this should be Halloween. It should be The Omen. It should be 28. And then the other contender, by the way, was 28 Days Later. That's another one. The other one I consider, but I think maybe if I have a chance, we're gonna review at least one of them before the Bone Temple comes out. At least one of those movies. At least I hope. But yeah, now people are gonna go fucking
I need to
go
get
crazy.
that blue.
Here comes. Here comes. Here comes. Here comes. Here comes. Boo, you son of a bitch. Boo. You biased prick. I don't care. I love this movie. Shane loves this movie too, so that's why he had my back. Even though I have, I love, and Jared does too. I don't know about Soren. But he owns the fucking thing. So, but yeah, it's just Jesus Christ.
I will say
man.
this. This is my favorite vampire movie.
That's how
for me. For me personally, this is my favorite vampire movie.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple of vampire movies I really do like. Like, I love The Lost Boys. I love, what's another one I fucking like? I swear there was like another one that I really, really do like because I don't. Twilight is not my favorite vampire movie, by the way, because that would make me sound like some teenage girl, but I don't like Twilight. I really don't. It's not my thing. I can respect why teenagers like it, aside from the fucking creepy 108-year-old vampire back up the 16-year-old, but, you know, I guess I understand because, you know, vampires are cool and werewolves are cool, even though they all act like pussies in those movies, especially the vampires. Like, they look like they fucking, like, they're so pale, like they could get fucking, they need fucking soup to make the temperature go down, or maybe a spoonful of sugar, fucking make it fully like Mary Poppins. But I'm trying to think. Sinners, that's another vampire movie. Blade 2, not so much the first one. I mean, I like the first one, but I love the second one more. I'm sure there's a couple that I'm not thinking of right now because I'm feeling really, really dumb. And this is what happens to me at the end of every show because I'm so burnt out because I spent 3 hours of my time on here. But I'm sure I can think of more vampire movies before next week. So next week will be Interview with the Vampire Chronicles. Let's see if I can fit the whole title into the description of the YouTube video.
Oh my gosh.
So long.
Hey, if you can the Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace on the title.
I don't know if I can put the subtitle, so maybe I have to shorten it to just Interview with the Vampire, but not putting the full title out because I usually like to make a funny subtitle, and I have to make sure I say Dunstmania 4 or something else. But yeah, next week we will do that, and then for my birthday show, which will be the following week, I still have not figured that out yet. But next week I'm gonna have to come to a decision. I've come to a couple of things. I've thought of a couple of movies, but not everything quite yet. So we'll make time for that. So until next time, make sure you go into this movie blind. Dark City, that is, unless you watch this whole fucking show and we've ruined for you anyway. If that's so, I'm sorry. So that's it. Don't watch Licorice Pizza, and good night, everybody.